Ready, Dad. Hi, Dad. I'm ready to go live, Dad.
Oh, we're live. That's good. Yeah. You can call me Daddy.
Or grandfather, whichever you prefer.
Whichever. You're not that young. Let's see who's in here. Seen it, some of the people already. Let's see. BJ, Dee Dee, Eduardo. There's Skipper over there. Wow. Radul, BJ again, Jennifer Weaver, BD. Hey, Dee Dee, my husband isn't feeling good tonight. So, I hope he feels better, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
You have Rainbows, Jennifer. Let's see, who else? Lori, Monster Fish Gal. A lot of talking sometimes if they start, which is great. So I'm just scrolling through their chats. Got a talkative group. That's awesome. Bunny Viper. Howdy, howdy. Welcome. Xanadu. Fresh off of a win from Dan's stream. Won some fish. Sky Dancer.
I'm mad at him.
I know, me too, right? Sky Dancer, I said. Maybe getting close to the bottom. Gold Nugget Pleco. Wow. I watch everybody will be dead quiet.
Lobster Lab.
Lobster Lab. You hadn't seen Lobster Lab before?
No.
I have in several. I think we're sub to each other. Yeah. It's been around for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. At least that I know of.
I have to look that person up. That's the first time I've seen that one.
Yeah, you ought to get out more. Hey, Sandy.
Well, my dad
Patty.
me.
Darlene. Holly. Hey, Holly. We're all thinking about you, lady.
Prayers,
Praying
Holly.
for you.
I still can't fathom that whole thing. That just.
Color Guppies, Gary Duncan, Nola. You're tickling me. Colette. These people be talking and talking and talking. And
Yeah.
Daniel Velez. I don't want to go fast on this little phone. Stephanie, Aquaria Life. Hey there. Welcome.
Hello, Steph.
Discus Talk. He spoke in the chat, but not here. Evidently, I'm nowhere near the bottom.
No, you're not.
Big D Smoke.
You're not, bud.
Anytime you want to jump and relieve me, that won't bother me at all. GRB. Oh, I'm down there now.
You're there now. Yeah.
GRB. Oh, no, there's some more. All right. They're still just talking. All right. Well, some of you, or most of you, I'm sure, know that Pam has laryngitis and she's just tired and just has that sore throat. And so she's wanting to save her voice and plus try to rest. So she decided to take off tonight. She did mention to me after the stream earlier that she might pop in the chat, but she wouldn't be up talking. So hopefully she's resting, though, and sleeping. She said she was going to bed early. Well, anyway, but she's planning on doing a stream Friday to do an auction and a giveaway and stuff. So
did she say what time?
Her regular time.
Ooh.
11 to 1. And I think the thumbnail's up. She said she was going to put it up.
She did. Hey, I saw it.
Hey, Jenny Lynn. Welcome.
Hello, Jenny.
But this whole caper, and it is a caper, was suggested to me during Pam's stream. And it was not suggested by Skipper, but I'm going to let you see now.
Troublemaker.
It's all Dee Dee's fault.
I feel like Chattanooga Ed.
Right? Right?
Getting
Everything.
around everywhere.
Right. But I'm glad she did. She said, if you want me to go up with you all, so Pam doesn't have to talk. And I didn't open it up and read it. I thought she said, if you want to go, I'll come up with you. So I actually told Pam the wrong thing in the chat, but then I told her later. So she didn't want to be on, so she don't care. She's glad somebody's taking her slot. And our plan is to go 11 to 12, but we'll see how it goes. We may be having a good time when midnight gets here. Yep. There's Dee Dee. Ollie said there's Dee Dee. Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't been on screen in a few hours, so I guess it was time to come back up.
You're jonesing already?
Oh, Lord, no. YouTubing is hard work.
It is hard work.
And I'm retired. I don't know how people do it and have a job, too. And I'm just doing, filling in as a co-host. That's it.
Lori, you got it before I even. Oh, did we have a troll or something?
Yeah, he took care of it.
We've been having a lot of those lately.
Yeah, we have.
I still have a theory on that.
Well, thank God for good mods. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I spotted it. I went to the YouTube chat. It was gone. Monster Fish Gal beat her duel.
Lori's awesome.
And Maria.
Yep, they're all awesome.
They got their trigger finger on the button.
That's right. They're ready to go. They know what to do, and they don't hesitate when it needs doing.
Yeah.
What you need.
Yeah,
I'm a sorry mod.
When I'm on panel and I'm a mod on with that, the channel, and I see something in chat, and I look like I'm zoned out because I'm looking. I'm gonna get him. Ah, damn! Somebody already got him.
Yeah, I have too slow a reaction. I can see it, but get it all.
Yeah.
Everybody probably thinks I'm rubbing my belly or something, but it's not Yazzie. I don't know. It's my new cat, and I found out she's afraid of thunder. I already bored these guys with it, so she's got to be up here with me now. She's like 13 pounds. Oh my God.
That's anyway.
Now you have that cat tail going to your nose and get hair.
Well, she don't have a tail. That's her tail right there. She's a
bobtail. Male or female?
She's a female. She's the one we had at the Ark that had all those 4 kittens that were. Look at her. She don't even have a little finger. No. Anyway, I wanted one of the kittens real bad, but she doesn't like being in that cat room. It's a big enough room, but she just wanted out there. She didn't like her kittens anymore either. So here she is with me.
So is that Miss Yazzie now?
No, Yazzie is right here. Don't worry. He was trying to get me to put her down.
Oh, Yazzie wants up there looking for Pam. Where's Pam?
Does. He knows this is Pam's time, and he ran right in here when I started talking. I wanted up here. Maybe I'll get her to get down. She's upset now because she wouldn't eat while it was storming, so now she's upset about her food. She's a calico. Yeah, she's a calico. I can never remember the Abyssinian, where she's not calico, she's Abyssinian, like a rabbit or a squirrel. She looks like wild. She's pretty. She's a big baby. She's sitting on my shoulder looking over at the fish. She likes everything here, the snakes, everything. Anyway.
She found a good home.
Well, that's a good cat.
Yeah, she is good. She doesn't bother anything. I had those 2 little mice running around, and Tibby would catch them, but he'd put them down if I got after him. But he got them. He got them both. So they're out of here now.
Kitty's blocking your mic.
Figured. Yazzie's mad about that too.
That's why I said Miss Yazzie.
But yeah, Yazzie will be all messed up now. He'll be pouting.
Oh, he hadn't got used to her yet. I was looking to see if they were talking about me having. Oh, I saw the background. I was waiting for the chat to start, and I thought it was going to be about goldfish. I can show you all the goldfish. They're just comets. I forget which ones they're called. It starts with an S.
I could ship you about 7 of them.
Uh, Gary's wanted to see goldfish.
They got very fancy tails.
I've got to move mine either to a tub or a bigger tank. They're in a 29, and they long need out of there. And it's 7 days. I've got.
Fish in my room today too.
That's it, Noah. Shabunkin. It's nice having so many people that know all the things I can't think of, the words I can't remember.
And of all the names, just to pick the right one.
Right. She got it. Well, we don't
What
have
kind do you
any.
have, Skipper?
What's that?
What kind of goldfish do you have?
Other comments. So my wife's cousin figured it'd been fun. Hey, let's take your daughter to a carnival.
Oh, they're the carnival fish.
Yeah, they actually they're pretty. Like they got their tails are long. It's not like your short normal comets. So I got a 100-gallon tub outside right now, and I'm gonna put them in it. I think.
Outside?
No, inside here in the basement.
Oh. On the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Behind you. Yeah.
Where the other one is. And I'm probably I've been thinking because I did some stuff to the fish room today. I'm gonna have to expand this damn thing.
Yep.
It ain't never enough, is it?
Well, because I have ideas in my head, and yeah, it's not working out. I think what I want to do is make a fry rack. Is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I need to line things up, figure out, have empty tanks sitting in front of me, and just think. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna have to make a fry rack. I'm gonna have to because the ideas I have in my head.
You need to put them on paper. And do your measurements because you think, oh, let me see, I got this much space. What can I fit in it? That's how I did mine because I started off with five and 310s.
The 240s on the bottom of the rack are staying. It's the middle rack. I can't use the top rack because I got a 6-foot ceiling. I mean, I could actually make a fry rack up there with them. You can make it with I call them shoebox tubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I actually have 4 sitting up there right now. I've been thinking about that too.
I would be highlighting some of these comments, but I hope you guys are seeing them. If I didn't have a cat laying on me that was 13 pounds. Paul said he sent some fish to the new LFS, did he?
I know that's the same one that I was talking about going to that I got my $100 gift card to go to.
Oh, you might get some of his fish.
So what kind of fish?
What did you take up there, Paul?
Yeah. Oh God, me and Dee Dee's thinking of
It's such a nice store. I've never seen this kind of setup before.
Hey, Big D.
That y'all have.
No,
Is it?
The only big setup I have here in PA that I have found. I haven't looked in Pittsburgh or Philly, but between the two is down Lancaster, that fish place. And with the time frame that I went, with the hard times of getting stuff in, it was kind of a disappointment. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go back again, give them, and I didn't video nothing. I was like, there ain't crap here, and I was like, oh man.
Well, we stopped in there for just so I could peek in and see what it looked like when we were coming back from Myrtle Beach. And it's about an hour away from me, but I didn't have a quarantine tank or anything ready, so I just wanted to go and see what they have. And it was like, oh. And I just saw things I've never seen. And they had a center tank. If I remember right, it had this column in the center, and this tank goes all the way around. Big old low type tank.
Who is Tommy or Tammy?
Tommy's the one that won Radul's song.
Oh, okay.
But if
I
he
think
does anything, I'm going to be notified because I subscribed.
that I know the store you're talking about. That's the place that Susie Q. No, Maria Z. I think went there. But if it is my
But this is
Japan,
in North Carolina.
oh, it is. Okay. The way you
So,
described it, it sounded just like the place I got these Japan blue and gold guppies.
yeah, Paul lives down there by him.
Okay.
But it's nice. And it, because you've got somebody that you can talk to about saltwater tanks, to ask
That
questions
sounds.
on the spot and like point at something and ask a question, I think, that's what it would take to get me to read that. Telltale Marble Blue Scale Angels.
That's why I finally decided to
Nice.
go ahead and do salt because I like my LFS owner so much. That store has since closed down, but I thought I'm real comfortable having like this one source, that I can follow. And, because 10 people were telling me 10 different things, especially on YouTube. So I
Right.
thought, nope, I've got to follow this one and do it this way. And it worked. So, I mean, I got ick a couple, all the usual stuff that always happens, but they're really not that hard to keep.
I've been real lucky. I haven't had ick or anything like that. And certainly not realizing how easy it was to bring stuff in. I feel very lucky. That's why I'm not going some real wood over here. I don't know what a veil-tailed marble blue coral scale angel is, but it sounds pretty.
I didn't see that. A veil tail
I'll
what?
carry it up there. It's in the Pisto, the something. Or
Oh,
how many
okay.
ribs.
Okay. Marble blue pearl scale angels. Oh, I bet those are pretty. You
That's
don't.
what I
Veil
said.
tails.
Are you tired of me bouncing you? I'd get down if I were you. Here she goes.
Well,
Oh,
Eduardo, I know that card will go beyond card. There's no doubt if I go down there. It's a 2 hour ride. I might as well make it count. I can't go back every other day or once a week or something.
a 2 hour tour. No, that was a 3 hour tour. Gilligan
Yeah,
went
that's
on.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Skipper.
He's the one for a 3 hour tour. Don't go with him on the boat for a 3 hour tour. That's all I can say.
Yeah, John Oliver did show them, and he's
Yeah,
coming back again next week too. He only got
yeah.
to
But see,
show.
he's been showing those fish that I want for 8 months.
Well, he's
I
gonna.
took a picture on my phone, but he lost the mail, and now they're trying to reestablish.
Right.
I understand that.
Yep.
And if they come around, I will have to move some fish around again.
Oh, Steven's got a big fat calico kitty. They're pretty cool. They're heifers, that's for sure.
Oh, I should have worn my heifer shirt tonight.
Your heifer shirt?
Yeah, remember I told you I was a heifer?
I
I
didn't
got
know
a
you
shirt that
had it.
says I'm a heifer.
I didn't know you had a shirt though.
Remember one night you were giving somebody some plants and said, "All right, you heifer." I said, "Well, I'm a heifer
Yeah.
too."
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh, I do remember that now.
And I kept trying to send you plants, and you finally like, Bob, I was just kidding you. I was just joking with you. I kept
But
saying
I
that.
am a heifer.
Your dinner.
But now you probably already know that.
I knew it then. I knew it then.
I used to be nice.
Skipper ruined you, I'd say.
But see me. Oh,
Hates your dogs. Well, these dogs are not afraid of cats, but they coexist with my cats. But the one I just put down, she likes to go up and rub against the dogs when they're not looking, and it freaks them out. They're like jump like a snake or something. They're not used to it. Hey, Ali Sean. Let's see.
didn't Alshon, he won something in Papa Shrimp's stream?
He won in my stream. I
Okay.
did. May have somebody else too, but yeah, because somebody said something about he had a winning streak, so he might have. Yeah, I did a small giveaway, and he won that aquarium co-op.
Santa came and popped the shrimps. Well, he didn't come. He popped in.
So there was somebody that said to you, Dee Dee, that $100 would go quick. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yep.
They ain't lying because I won. What was it, the $100 co-op gift card? Yeah, $130 later. Yeah, it goes quick.
But see, the nice thing about $100 gift card to the coop is you don't have to pay shipping.
True.
Yeah.
For $59, so that's free. So basically, you just add a few more dollars to yourself, and you can get about anything you want. And whoever, Ed was Santa tonight. He was asking them to, Brian and Papa, what they would buy. Of course, Brian's deal was to buy one of those shrimp hatchers. This shrimp hatcheries that,
Oh, the brine shrimp. I got one of them.
and some little eggs.
Yeah.
That would be cool to have one of those.
I'm going to start.
Ooh, scary.
I know, he's right by that mic. He got up. He started begging to get up when she got down, but she was ready to jump back up. That's what I mean. She was ready to come back now, and he was like, "No, not now." Look at him
We got a
looking.
Chris question.
Uh-oh.
Is furniture grade PVC or colored PVC safe for aquariums?
I don't honestly know. I have to say I don't know.
I would go with regular plumbing PVC. I would have to research the furniture grade. You could use black that you would use for certain drainage stuff.
I have seen black used now that you say that.
I've used some for my water tunnels, the black 2-inch pipe. Well,
Never
used.
I never heard of the furniture grade PVC.
And I think mine was scheduled 40 also. I think it was.
Dang, I need you to get me some numbers, Alisham. Look at that. He is on the street.
See?
Oh.
So he's got the Midas touch like Ed has for raffles.
I don't know about the Secret Santa, Holly. Is there anybody that knows her question? She lost her Amazon gift card, and is there a way to get it replaced? I would think so. Just cancel it.
Was it digital?
Just message Rico at ricostan.com.
Oh, that's Secret Santa. That's probably through Jess's.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was.
Message Jess, sorry. I still get them two mixed up.
Skipper giving out erroneous advice.
Who said that? Little shit.
Yazzie.
Yazzie. Shit.
Look at him looking for Pam. Pam's not here.
Yeah.
Pam is not here.
Pam dumped you, Yazzie. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yep.
I was going to go get me a plastic straw and cut it off and let it hang out my mouth like a cigarette and be straw and pretend to be Pam.
You could do it. Yep.
But I got here and started in the chat and time slipped away.
Let's see. Oh, Stephen said that Jenna spent her $100 card already the next day at the co-op.
Yeah, Jenna's in it now. She's serious. She's got her little things too.
That's great.
It is great. I mean, it would be nice like you to have somebody that liked it like you did. You know?
Schedule 40 is safe PVC, Alex says.
I haven't had any problem with the schedule 40. Hey, Chris.
So I just did some research, and it's from reef2reef.com. And it says the polyvinyl chloride piping, no matter who sells it, it will leach into anything that comes in contact with it. I'm going to read some more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you'll need something, though, Xanadu. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll need fish food now for them.
The one I got that Chewy won and gave me, doesn't expire till 23. I think it said on it. 2 years, year and a half.
Yeah, well, Corey had a members only stream today, and they've got a new air pump. And I did get to hear the whole thing.
Oh, good.
It's supposed to be really nice and quiet and strong.
Right.
It like replaces like the USB type thing.
I've thought about doing the piston air pumps for a while, but it would be so much to install. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms so far.
Yeah, that would be hard. Because I've just got it in my one room. And I really wasn't happy about putting it on the wall because this isn't really a basement or something. But you have to hang it somehow. So I tried to keep it as at least repair if I ever take this down.
All right. What did he say? It leaches into chlorinated water.
Well, there's so many different.
I didn't know that. Even after you dechlorinate it?
When you dechlorinate it, it'd be fine. So what I was reading was that it's safe. I think because they don't use dyes for it. It's already colored plastic, and the way they make it, it's not going to leach out.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Rob,
I need to see if you can order me a fish, Rob. I'll send you a message.
well, I tell you, I've got a lot of air bubbles bubbling in this place. And last night my sock overflow box was acting up. So I was just able to turn it off and go to bed, and I had air in the tanks because I have sponge filters in every last one of them, even the one with the sump. Every canister filters, everything has them. So if I need to take that piece of equipment down, I don't have to worry about throwing something in there.
Hey, Kim. Welcome.
Yeah, Susie ran into 2 rooms, but she was just going through a drop ceiling.
Yeah.
Is Kim Moonstone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pam calls her Mooney.
It's like Rising Sun. I call them Sunny.
She's been around forever, Kim. We've known her for, I don't know, years.
There's Ian.
Ian has a juvenile fish like the one I need, but it's not sexable.
What kind do you eat?
Those rainbow cichlids. I got down to, I sold so many of them. I had tons of them, and I overdid it. Well, actually, what happened is the USPS killed 4 pairs of them in Texas. They held them like 2 weeks. And then I lost another pair shipping somewhere else. So anyway, I had to replace those. I mean, of course I did because it was and I claimed them, but still that depleted my fish stock. So I got down to 1 male, and it was in here, and I was trying to get them to breed, and they didn't, and I lost them. So I've got 4 females and no male.
Somebody was talking about those. But I don't even know what they look like. But they kept mentioning rainbow cichlids. What John the fisherman?
They kind of look like a Rabia, it's rainbow cichlid, kind of like a Jack Dempsey or a Green Terror, but they've got more yellow and orange and black on them. They're that shape.
And I might have seen them on one of your streams.
Probably, yeah.
You showed your tanks.
Because they spawned 2 or 3 times in this tank, but they didn't survive. Oddly, with 3 giraffe cats in there, they would be gone in a couple of days. So,
Gold Nuggets asking you how many rainbow cichlids do you need?
well, I've got 4 females, so I need 2 males at least. Chris, I don't know. I might be able to. I'll have to look and go in and look. They all went through Get Gills, so I might be able to do that. That's a good idea.
That skipper pops in like Bewitched. Yeah.
I had to cough.
Gotcha.
Yazzie, you've been
Well,
in the cat pen.
they were talking about fish, New Year's stuff, to work on in the fisheries and Papa Shrimp stream. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna learn about water parameters this year. I'm gonna get a notebook set aside for nothing but that. Yeah, guys,
Well,
that's good. And I'm gonna learn this stuff. This hard to me, and I don't know why. I
are
guess
you?
because I just haven't really focused.
Oh, there's your friend Rob on there talking to you. It took Rob 2 years to be Yazzie's friend, but they're buddies now. Rob closed the store, didn't he, and let you run all over.
Mm.
And it took a Guppy Gangsta song to make me even think about it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think next year I'm gonna dab into fish diseases because
Yeah.
what I just experienced with 2 tanks, it don't make no damn sense. All my corridors and all my bristlenose plecos died, but the one tank has one red tiger platy in it. It's fine. The other tank has a threadfin rainbow and one um, amber tetra that I had in there. Nothing happened to them. But the bottom dwellers, the catfish, they all died. Everything else is fine. It's not making no sense to me.
But what kind of cories did you lose?
Well, unfortunately, I lost my whole colony of panda cories. That I got some off of Marizzi and Jess.
Oh, the long fins?
Yeah. And then I lost my original colony, but I have two in this tank over here, but they're going to stay there. But
Eduardo said, "What about the pH, Skipper?"
it's all fine. It's just it's really really weird. But
Well, you were doing all that construction in your house too. You don't think something leached down in the air?
no, I didn't. This all happened upstairs where nothing was going on. But all my other tanks were fine. There was not really a big temp swing, um, but I did get sick, so I couldn't tend to my tanks. And also with the house stuff, I couldn't pay a lot of attention. Now the one tank down here in the basement, I fixed it. I mean, I did lose fish in there, but I didn't. It was not a total loss. But the other two, the one with the Corys and Placos was a total loss. The other one, I have one Cory Door. I call her Big Mama. She was one of the originals. She was the mother of them all. She's still surviving right now.
I used to date a girl in junior high we called Big Mama, but I can't talk about that on here.
Actually,
Poppy.
I have a cousin. I call her Big Mama because she had uh, one kid, and then she had a set of twins. And I was like, "Boy, Big Mama, you need to slow down."
Slow your roll, girl.
So she called me, "Listen here, little man." I said, "Well, you call me little man all you want, Big Mama." One of them inside
Renegade.
you know.
But and this doesn't have, I'm sure it doesn't have anything to do with what happened, but when I lost those 4 tanks all at the same time, I had fed Repashy the night before. The first time I used the water from my tap. I don't know if the chlorine in the water did anything, but I lost fish in 4 tanks. I lost every fish I have but 6. And that dojo loach is one of those 6. Now, the night before I lost those rainbows that were all pretty and flared up and all, I fed Rapashi again. But I used tank water to mix up the stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just 2 coincidences. I don't know. I mean, all the other tanks ate Rapashi, and nothing happened to them.
Right.
But it is a coincidence that both times I've lost, 3 fish in a row, Rapashi was involved. So I'm kind of scared. I keep using it. Even though I know it didn't affect anything else.
Moonstone, I basically dated her for protection. I was a little skinny thing, and she carried a switchblade back then in her shoe. I mean, yeah, I dated her.
It's good to know, Stephen. I didn't know. I was just afraid that was something maybe I had contributed to.
Did I make Rapashi with tap water? Yeah, I do too.
Get me some out the tank.
I do too, because I started to say that was super careful. So, yeah, because by the time it sets up, it's probably the chlorine and stuff is, you know,
Well,
it never bothers mine anyway.
You don't never know if there's chloramine or
That's true.
You don't know what's in it.
That's true.
Really tell you.
No, I couldn't find out what mine was. Did you see what Stephanie asked you, Skipper?
Yeah.
Couple questions.
The first question is yes, it was. It looked like ick, but I put in the chat that word because I can't say it. When that was described to me, I looked at it and I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I didn't catch it in time. And no, none of the Cory cats or the plecos were it going to the top of the water.
Is that the scientific name for velvet?
I don't know.
That epi, I think it is. But I'm usually wrong on this.
Because when it only affected the bottom dwellers.
And you had good flow in there, good water turnover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And when you look at that disease, it has a more profound thing, like all the crystals are the same. But that epilepsius, or whatever you want to call it, it looks like you plastered it with, I don't know, white crystals, and they're all a different size, and that's what it looked like. And I've been dealing with heat and aquarium salt because I don't want to use a lot of chemicals with that. I did the ICX, and it didn't help.
If it is velvet, ICX works on that, because I had velvet in my indoor tank several months ago.
I remember that.
I did the daily water changes with ICX, and nothing. It didn't do nothing. Now this tank down here was definitely ick.
Epistylus.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Yeah. But sometimes I agree with Eduardo. Shit happens. Like, and it sucks, dude. It sucks because I lost a crap ton of fish. Like,
and Eduardo's been keeping fish for 45, 50 years, so
yeah.
I'm
gonna say the panic quarries I lost about 10. The Plaudiotis I lost at least 8. Plecos all together from both tanks. Bristlenose plecos, albino and common. About 8. But the other fish, like, they're fine. There's nothing on them. Nothing. It is so weird.
A lot of times, I do that myself, so that's why I say a lot of times we don't think about viruses with fish.
Yeah.
And sometimes when it's not anything we know, it could be a virus. I mean, so
And there was one thing that was mentioned to me, and I don't have that around here, was take the fish to a college that, say they're looking into that, like biology or whatever. I I don't have that around here. So, and I don't mean to sound like a dick, but I'm not sending a fish off. Just I can't, like, it don't make sense to me money wise. I think I honestly I think stuff just happens. I mean it just happened.
yeah, unless you've got a microscope, like she's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, like she's saying.
Yeah, well, that was something that Corey was talking on his stream. Like, you should have an action plan. Like, if I was to get, can I treat it? Or do you have to go and try to order? Or do you go to your LFS and they don't carry? You need to have a little bit of something on hand. And I've got stuff I don't even know what to do with. Because when I had that big kill, I bought everything that they said. I've got a tub full of piles of stuff, and some of it I've been able to use since I've learned what it was for, but a lot of stuff I'll probably never use.
I
Right.
actually don't have a lot of meds on hand because if heat and salt don't fix it, then I will go and get it. But I'm honestly thinking about getting that med trio that he does because what Dan's fish does, that's too much for me.
Well, I did the trio, but it was already too late because
Hmm.
I had them. But and like I said, the Corys didn't take to one of it. It killed off the Corys once I started treatment with one of
Yep.
those three meds. Um,
Yep.
so I don't know that I would do that again.
See, I
Especially
wonder.
all at one time. I
Yeah,
wouldn't. I would take it slow. But I panicked. They just were dying everywhere. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, slow's always better.
yeah. I love Laura Sutton. I wonder if like corridoras or and plecos, if there's something with the icax that could have made it worse. I don't know because I did like 7 days of treatment,
Because
nothing.
my Corys were making it until I started treatment. And then they just died.
Well, mine started with the cories in them two tanks.
Killed my algae eaters too. But they could have died from whatever else. I don't know. Just
The
suck.
hitman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm pissed off.
He's in a mood.
Steven said earlier he might need a
On the
hitman,
rag.
so I'd have a job in right there.
All right,
All
he
right.
can send me a message, and I agree with Rob on this.
All right. Rob said when we get sick, we take a pill. We don't soak in a bath of meds. It's time to rethink fish meds.
Actually, fish are. I don't like to say this, but in the medicine world, they start with fish first before they go to mammals. Certain medicines. I, it's a little disturbing. Yeah, Chris. I know that about the corridors. They can release toxin, and they they may have, but the 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 toxin normally doesn't affect them if you got the filtration and stuff. It will affect the other fish because they're used to it. Now, whenever you put them in a bag to go ship them out, you want to get rid of that because if it's in a little area, yes, it will take them out. But in a tank that is very well filtrated with a sponge filter and a hang on the back, and I've done every weekly thing that I do. It just shit happens. Yes, Eduardo, they are planted, and Aquarius is very true, Skipper. They did a lot of the testing on Daniels.
They have they're permeable, meaning that fluid can go in and out of their
Yeah.
skin. Like us, their skin is also an organ. So yes, Stephen, but I think Rob has a good point. They do a lot of testing on Danios. Yep, they sure do.
Now, when I came back from vacation, let's see his face? All that
Oh,
raw skin was slime. I don't know what he got into, but he couldn't close his mouth, and I just knew he was going to die. So, but I snatched him out of there and I put him in a little tub and I treated him with medicine because I thought maybe bacteria was slimy and salt. And I changed his water every day, and lo and behold, he's in there swimming around now. He's back in the big tank.
Oh, that was
that
that JoJo.
Yeah, I didn't think, and of course, I was ready to shut my whole fish tank down.
that almost looked like a burn. That's what
It
that
did.
looked
But
like.
it was awful.
But
It
he's
looked
all
like a fat back that had been soaking for a long time. It was real
wait,
slimy.
he's all like it healed up and everything, it's gone.
Well, he don't have any bristles on this side of his face,
Say it's a scar. Okay.
so he's lost it. But his
Um,
skin has filled back in, and I don't know if they'll grow back or not. He can't seem to find food. I have to kind of drop it where it just kind of runs into him.
yeah.
But he's eating.
JoJo lotions have whiskers, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's what they smell food because he's the him and the little cars. He attacked them again over a little shrimp pellet.
Snoochie, it depends on the medication and how it's prepared, you know, what medium it's in, all of that stuff, like human medicine. But in general, expiration dates, unless it's a drug that's real unstable, they don't expire on the date that it says they expire on. So it's a money thing and it's an insurance thing, and there are lots of things that drive expiration dates. I actually just saw a really good article. If I can think of where it is, I'll put it in the comments after the chat. But it was about expiration dates. It's been more like 6 months, and not with just medicines, but foods. And it's to make people think that foods are fresher, you know, because they have an expiration date. And that's why we all go through and look for the one they just put out a day ago instead of 4 days ago. So, but expiration dates really aren't expiration dates in most cases. That's a great question.
Is that maybe what Patty was talking about?
Mhm.
Is that the
Patty
same
said it.
article?
Aquarium or American Aquarium Products has extensive info on meds, including expirations.
And I bet somebody's got the link up there before I can scroll down to it.
I didn't see it yet.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah,
Yep.
it just it boggles your mind because you love your fish, and then
Yeah.
when something happens and you can't figure it out, and it just oh man,
And it's like, I knew I shouldn't have gone on vacation. I shouldn't have left them, you know. In fact, we came home. We left on Sunday morning. We came back Tuesday night so I could check on these tanks and then turn around and went back Wednesday.
Ah,
This is a 4 hour drive. But, you know, when I came back Tuesday, he was like that, but there was nothing I could do about it, you know. We were
Yeah.
going. And,
yeah, it looks like you went to sleep by the heater or drifted too close. And, you know, and reptiles, you know, are real bad about that. They're bad about, but I didn't know that till I started keeping them recently. They're real bad to get burned. So you have to be careful to make sure your unit doesn't overheat or all that.
well, I have on this dragon stone, and I don't know if it was a raggedy edge, because when he goes so fast and he hits stuff. I don't know why he don't break his neck. All three of them are like that.
you know that's a good question, Darlene. I don't think corridors or plecos are scaleless. I don't know, but now
But they're different.
because there are scaleless fish out there.
Yeah, and a lot of fish are called scaleless that are not really scaleless too.
Yeah. So
They have little tiny scales.
yeah,
Stephen, I'm with you on that one, bud.
yeah.
If it's blinked, as we used to call it. If it's
And
blinked,
And
it's
if
out of
it
there.
gets within a week, I start sniffing it before I pour it on anything.
you got 7 days after the expiration date before it starts to turn into cottage cheese.
No milk.
Yeah.
But see, but you
I
never
was
know when
very
somebody has
now.
taken a jug of milk, put it in their shopping cart, gone over there and tried on 14 pair of jeans, and then they say, well, I don't want this milk is hot, so then they put it back. After it's
Well,
been
yeah,
maybe not
you have
stored
that.
for 2
Oh
hours.
yeah, yeah,
You never know.
right.
That's why I always
I
grab.
dig for the one that's 10 deep.
Yep. I do the same thing.
Yeah, chunky milk doesn't do it for me. It'll do it for me, it'll make me sick. I grew up on cow milk, that was a little chunky.
Pecos
It,
have scoots, not scales, but I could be wrong.
Gold Nugget Placos said they have scales.
Yeah, and buttermilk. All I want that for is cornbread.
my cake mixes.
Chunky milk was Rico.
Yeah, that was his nickname in college.
I thought it was chunky milk bag.
Oh, it really was, or he said it was.
Right. That's one of his
He's
things.
had
Yeah,
like
that was my nickname back in college.
50,000 nicknames.
There's that page. Yeah, Aquarium. Thank you, Patty. Emerdual, thank you.
You are, you know,
Thank you, Laura.
some real milk would probably rip your guts apart now if you were to drink some.
I've seen
So,
Dan reference that page too. Sorry, Dee Dee.
So,
where did I miss that?
just look for
What?
Mardul and Monster Fish Gal. They both posted it.
Oh, okay. I'm lucky I found one of them. You know it.
Oh, okay, see what Laura said there, Skipper?
Yeah, that makes sense actually. So I'm thinking with adding it, the ICX made it worse.
Now, did the Corys have ick? Or
It
just
looked
the
like
rest of the
it,
fish?
but I don't know. Whenever I started looking at that E word, it looked more like that.
But now for ick, don't some people just turn up the thermostat to
Yeah,
like 86?
you turn up the heat to above 80 or but corridor. See, with corridors, they love cooler temperatures. So I mean, I turned the tank up to it's up to about 80. I gradually did it. That could have stressed them out because they really don't like that heat. Well,
Mm-mm.
trying to battle something like ick or whatever, or that E word that I put in, heat and aquarium salt helps. But this is the first time this has ever happened to me, and I ain't never seen this before. It blows my mind. You feel helpless.
That's a good tip right there. Buttermilk's better for baking the dry powder.
Yeah, I use the dry powder kind, and that way I can mix it right in with my flour, and then just add my water later, so you don't have to sit there and break down all the little lumps and bumps. So much easier.
I don't know that the skillet of it that I just ate over the last few days wasn't powder, but the volunteer that gave me the gassy diver, her Nana, her granny, made it for me for my birthday. So I like that. Oh, that was good with real butter melted on it. Let me tell you.
And we bought some eggnog before Christmas and never did even open it.
Dee Dee Snoochie's asking you about your embroidery.
No, I'm learning to do that, Smoochie. We were told. Richard Gover. I had started learning stuff, and then when the kids had to come home for homeschool, I had to pack up my sewing machines, and they've been sitting in tubs for a year and a half. I had just started learning how to do them. And so I said, I'm gonna get them out, and I set out my she shed, and I sewed. So they're sitting out there now. So I have a place.
Good night, Kim Moonstone.
I like doing it. It's just I'm just learning. But I will be
Tell
getting
you, it
some more
looks
out
pretty
next
good.
year.
It looks pretty good, Dee.
Bob, wasn't your old name Kaler's Exotic and Things? Wasn't that your old YouTube
It
name?
was Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. It was just Kaler's Aquatics. Then I put Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles, and it killed my channel. I mean, it killed me dead. I mean, and I did it a whole month, but I could tell the first week I was in trouble with it. So then I changed it. Like, I hated to copy Susie Q, but she never did reptiles. She just said exotics, and she said she didn't have any trouble. So I switched it to that.
Yeah, I had made my patterns and I had put in things on Mike's, and then I did yours. And so I had Kaler's Aquatics and Things. I was like, well, I guess Mike gets an extra towel.
Right. Mike and I are so much alike, it's scary anyway. We get the same pet the same day, and we haven't even talked about it. And so I don't mind having a mix of our tails at all. Do you see what Paul asked you, Skipper? Did you do a water change after
Yeah,
the
I did
the routine?
It says a third, but I did a 5-gallon or 20-gallon tank, so I did a 5-gallon water change every day. I waited 24 hours, they say.
Oh, I didn't go down far enough.
Oh, I'm in trouble with Matt now.
No, you're not. He'll get over it.
There's Matt. I wanted to be here sweet talking you the entire time, but a fire broke out right when you went live. I had to go cover. Dang. Well, I thought you did IT, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't need a good a fire.
Yes, Stephen P. I made those.
Yeah. Like,
I designed little patterns, put them on a stick, took them outside, plugged them on my machine.
It came out real good. The embroidery looks good on them.
Actually, I did this myself, Stephen P. Like, seriously. You think I could do that?
In your dreams.
I tried to make everybody's a little different. I tried to make it
I really like it. It's awesome. Thank you again.
And I haven't made myself one. I put a fish on one, but you can't really see the fish the way the colors are. So I just use that as my clean towel.
Did you ever see the machines that they do it on hats? Like, we got a store here.
I can do hats too.
Dude, that
Once
machine,
I learn how.
That machine is nuts. It's like, it's 50 mile an hour putting the embroidery.
We'll go get some. I'll be right back.
All right. It's like 50 mile an hour while it's putting a name or some kind of logo on a hat.
I've seen those, yes. Those embroidery machines can be expensive too.
Yeah, this thing had it looked like 20 different colors of thread on it. I was like, dang, it's like a CNC machine for metalwork.
Yeah.
You got to put in these codes that, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Matt said he's kind of a local celebrity.
Yeah, he does. What did he say?
I'm just catching up. Freelance photography. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's why you went. Gotcha. That's cool. Cool.
Actually, that's a good thing because with my fire company, we actually have a lady that does that. Whenever we have a call, if she can make it, she will take pictures. She does it for free, and they put it up on the fire hall's website to show the accident, the fire, or whatever. They don't do it medically though. Like if somebody's hurt, they don't show pictures of that.
I had started learning how to do this right when the pandemic broke out, but I had made one of those for my husband to put on a hat.
Let me blow that up. Hold on a minute.
Well, if you
It's
made one
only
U.S. Air Force, that'd be different.
But I've got that too.
Oh.
But he's a Marine, so he don't want to wear an Air Force.
Damn jarhead, anyways.
And I never did learn how to put it on the hat because I had to pack up my machines. But that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
You can actually get them to where you can embroider them, and then they're like iron on.
This
They
is
don't-
embroidered. I
Now,
made this.
like you can get the material to where you embroider on it, and
Yeah.
then you iron the patch onto the hat, but they don't last that long.
Well, I could buy a patch just as easy at the base,
Yeah,
but I wanted to fix it so I could learn how to do it and put them anywhere without
yeah.
the
Well,
baby put the decal wherever he wanted it.
it means more whenever you make it as opposed to go buying it.
Hey, you want to see my little dog I used to have?
Sure.
Dee Dee, I
Just saw
thought
her.
Oh,
it's cutie. Is it a
She
Jack
got
Russell?
stolen.
ugh,
Somebody
she a-
stole her out of my backyard.
A Jack Russell?
It's a rat terrier. She
Rat
was like
terrier.
8 pounds and sunny. And
Oh,
it took me 3 months to find her. I patrolled the slums at night on foot, just wanting somebody to put their hands on me because I needed to kill somebody, looking for my little dog. And I had crack addicts looking for her because I offered them $200 to find her. And she disappeared October. And I think they were after my German Shepherd puppy, but he ran in the house and she
oh.
probably went out with her. But I got a call, and I've gotten so many calls as I had these little, lost dogs everywhere, and people call, and I said, "Does it have a tail?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, it's got a tail." It's like, hers was a dot tail. But the second week of December, this phone call came in and said, "I think I have your dog," and I said, "Oh," I was expecting the same little, "Does it have a tail?" And he said, "No, it don't." He said, "It looks just like the picture." So I gave him my address, and when they pulled up on the street between me and the neighbor across, the porch light, and that little dog's ears popped up, I recognized her ears in the dark.
oh,
That's the night I got her back.
That's awesome.
She was so mad with me. She wouldn't hug. She wouldn't let me kiss her or nothing. She kept turning her little head, and I guess she thought I threw her away,
I believe that.
And
They
And
think
I put her in the truck, and Lord, I was so distraught that I drove to the bank with these 2 strangers behind me to get their reward money. And it was a young couple, and they had painted their toenails. They said they just found her that day. I didn't believe it, but anyways, I
they
gave
saw
them the
that
$200,
reward.
and on the way home, she was riding on the little armrest, and she just reached over, she just licked my face, and it was crying.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
You can take me down if I cry.
I thought you were going to show us some embroidery.
She did.
That was it. That's all I have in the house. Everything's out in the shed.
It was a joke, Skipper. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I got something else to show you. Look at there. This is when I was a real cowgirl. I used to barrel race, and I
Oh,
did cross
cool.
stitch back in the day.
Why you and Jess get along so well.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
was the actual shirt. I had this. I embroidered this with cross stitched it on the back of my racing shirt,
How cool.
and I wanted to save. That's a lot of work. It took me a long time to do that.
Yeah, I bet.
So it's been out in my shed too. I got all my trophies out in my she shed.
That's awesome, Patty.
Yes, it is.
Patty, people are going to start thinking you're
She has connections.
apparently.
Patty's a sweetheart. She acts like she's a mean old thing.
You wait till you meet her in person.
I know she can cuss you out like nobody's business.
She is
She's a
so
sweet person.
Nah, she's nice. I can't say nothing bad about her. She helped me out at the Clash. She's awesome.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet her.
I gotta find that picture of her sitting in the car seat in the back of my truck.
I saw it.
Oh man, it was a blast. I can't wait for the Triple Crown. It's gonna be nuts.
And I'll probably miss it.
Why are you going to miss it?
Well, my husband's son was murdered, and the court case starts in June. He got murdered in 15. They're finally going to court.
Dang, that's
Hey, Brad.
I've never understood that.
Of course, he was on the run for 2 years, but still, he has fired like 23 lawyers. He's just postponing his time. But, it's tying us up, So,
Well,
if we get to go, we're just going to have to go by the seat of our pants and just stay where we can stay and just do whatever we can do. That's
there's
all I can do.
also the Keystone Clash
I'm going to that.
at the end of September. I will be there for that. I may be sweating when you see me, but I'll be there working.
Because I'm just waiting to find out where everybody's staying so I can stay at the same place.
I'm actually getting a room. Which one you talking about?
The Keystone.
I'm getting a room right there. I'm not.
Oh, on site?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Lord.
I stayed off site, and it sucked. I'm not doing
Well,
it.
you saw the stocking stuffer, so there can't be no driving.
Let's just say I'll get with you when it's time to book a room.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
But
help you out
he actually wants to go to that one, and he wants to carry me to Aquashella, Orlando. So
I wanted to go do that, but like I started doing the calculations of driving the 14 hours and then opposed to flying. There ain't much of a difference. I can't do $700 just getting there. That's
we're
not
driving.
well. You're a little bit closer than I am.
But he has family in Jacksonville, Florida. So we're going to stop one night, spend the night there, visit, go on down to Orlando, stay those days, then come back and spend one night again on the way up. So we're making a Tuesday.
That's where I spent my middle age. It's Jacksonville, 16 years, like 28 to whatever, 34. No, 44.
That's not middle age, that's youngins.
Well, technically,
You thought you were middle aged by then. I'm middle aged now.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah, I'm definitely past that middle age now.
Except when I get up and creak and crack, But
Yeah.
I think that I'm still 40 something. My mind says I am.
Oh, Snoochie's going to leave. Okay.
See you, buddy.
Thank you.
Nice Snoochie.
Now,
If I go in
Snoochie,
business, I'll call you.
is Snoochie, that's somebody kind of new to me too, or is
No,
Snoochie
it's not.
the
It's
guy or
Richard
a girl? Who?
Richard Goger.
Oh, okay.
He changed
Yeah, I know
his name.
Richard. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
He's being
I got to catch up.
discreet.
I just learned that the other day, and it was from
Yeah. Well, I looked him up on the when the dual song was being given away. It's like, who is this guy? But he existed since like 2013. It's like he's gonna be disqualified.
How would you caption Merdul's comment? I would put something like, when the mod forgets who owns the stream, or something like that.
Was it hadn't been settled yet? That's how long that far back.
It's
I
not
was
Pam,
getting-
it's me.
Yeah, what I was getting from that was like, shit, you were still on Columbus's ship before you got it.
Oh, Skipper. 53 is not that old. And I wish I was 53 again.
Me too. The 50s were good years.
See, I can't say nothing because, like, I can't.
You realize they're always going to go to an old people talk. Let's not do that. But the older you get, you realize it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. So you better enjoy what you're in now, no matter You know,
Old people try to tell you, and you don't want to listen.
don't piss them off. Well, I mean,
Listen.
even for me, Dee Dee, you know, I need to, you know, I'm starting to try to get out of here more and do more family stuff, and time is a running out. You know,
Yeah, I'm the oldest in my line.
Are
There's
you?
nobody ahead of me.
I know for me, I started working
Oh,
at the age of
there's a
11.
Stanley. You're such a liar, but thank you.
I started working at the age of 11, so I'm kind of I say I'm 10 years ahead of my time. My age
My
is
first job came at 8.
Yeah, my age don't match
wow,
what the wear and tear on your body. Oh, Santa, dude, that's a
the
lot much.
kids
Getting run
think
over
you're old.
didn't help. Getting run into didn't help. Two different times.
Yeah,
The olden days, right?
I remember one time my first husband, his son, asked his daddy one time, he says, "Did they have electricity when you were a kid?" It's like, we must think I'm old. You're in your 30s, you know.
They've
I'll tell
started
you
as.
what, though, I didn't start living until I hit 40.
Oh, I know that's right.
I got that. I got a
Hey,
tattoo for my 40th birthday that said "Wild at Heart," and I just snapped for some reason. I snapped.
I lived my life in the military. My partying days are over.
right.
And during that 40th year,
That'll be
during
next year
40th
for me.
February and November, I had packed my bags. I had moved out.
May of next year will be 40.
You're just a baby.
They're talking about adult sinkless, but I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Yeah, I got confused myself.
Hmm,
I've
somebody,
done my share of frustrating there, Matt.
one of these dogs is cooking something that smells good. Smells good. I don't know
That's
what
the
that
gas.
is. I don't know. No, I don't know what.
Well, past gas, 'cause his ass just passed the hell
It
out.
just got passed over. We can do what we want to, Skipper.
No, no.
Damn it, he's back.
Look,
Yep. Too quick for
he's
that.
nosy. Look.
I was scrolling.
Listen, he's learning. You know, whenever they tell you can't teach an old dog new tricks, Bob just calls that bullshit because he learns from his mistakes of hitting buttons.
Right. No, I'm filling in for
How's that?
Pam. So, hey, I had to
Yeah,
hit a button.
Robert Dole thought you passed out from the smell.
The smell. No, it's a good smell. It smells like somebody's cooking. It smells
where
like
the hell did you get
beans
that?
with
I
hands
ain't never
cooking.
smelled a fart that smelled like somebody was cooking.
Well, he says it smells like beans and ham. What the hell are you feeding them dogs?
Nobody
No,
farted. They're not
I'm
even
being
one of
honest.
them's.
Tell
Something
me the
smells good.
secret is if I can feed that to my dogs and when they fart and it smells like something you could eat, screw it. I'm down with it. Because I got 3 labs and they nasty.
You're
You
giving
like
these
throwing in
dogs a
Nugget, Lego,
complex.
Tetra.
Good night,
Dog
dog.
nugget. Good night.
I ain't never figured out how you something smell like somebody's cooking if there's nothing being cooked. That is weird. Maybe your neighbor's cooking and it's coming through. You have a window up?
Oh, so Stephen P says, Bob, I was asking whether there are any scientific papers about the bacteria in the autosynclus guts. When
Oh,
they
okay.
go too long without eating, the gut biome dies and does not come back, so the autos can't recover.
That's what I heard
Listen,
somewhere on
all
YouTube.
really got me thinking about really looking into catfish.
It's not a topic I've ever researched, and I just learned something there too. I didn't know that, Stephen. But if anybody knows, it will be Chewy.
Or Alan
Honestly,
Shelley.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've heard that.
bacon farts.
Bacon farts.
They do get them some bacon strips, so man. Never
So
know.
y'all have I know Skipper's got to reload his tanks for the year. You have any new plans for something for the new year for your fish move, Bob?
Oh shit! I'm still sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What, you shit your pants?
No, I just said, oh shit. I
Oh,
dropped this.
sorry.
I was going to highlight Stephanie's comment.
Really? Yep.
talking fish
See
and
you, bud.
in the right
Crap.
place.
Ollie's 55. You sure don't look 55, right? Not that that's so, but you're just getting old, but I'm lying. You don't.
And that's true, Pop.
Cheers. Yep.
So Rob says to Stephen P, if they have been starved of nutrients, they consume the bacteria in their gut. Without it, they will not survive. Hmm.
Yeah, and the thing about those autos is they have.
I'm truly intrigued.
Well, I have some sort of, it's not an otter, it's a Siamese algae eater. And he was raised with a tank full of cribs, and he thinks he's a crib.
I believe it.
He eats like cribs do. When he comes up and he swims and he eats the food, he don't eat no algae in the tank. And actually, some of the cribs thought he was a girl or something because they were like, like, what? Now he's big, but for a long time I think he thought he was a crib. And he looks like him in a way.
Yeah, Paul says, Bob, it's after midnight. The censors have gone to bed. No, they
I'm
didn't.
afraid they're going to add a night shift, is my concern.
It's
catching
coming.
up on everybody's conversation about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm really, because autosyncluses, they love vegetation. I put green beans. I got 2 of them. I put green beans in there once in a while. Oh my gosh, they love them just like a placa.
I didn't have good luck with them. Every little one, I always got them. They were very small, but I never had one grow up.
I don't have the giant ones because there's 2 different ones. There's giant autos and then I call them minis, but the regular ones are whatever. But I really like them. Do I hardly see them? No, they do
Holly,
it.
are you hitting on Joseph?
What
Never
now?
mind. Never mind. You can read for
Joseph
yourself.
Skipper's the baby here.
Oh, hey, baby. I get it now because he said baby. I said, are you hitting on Joseph?
Yeah, I saw that because of his comment.
Took that totally wrong. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, just like you read my text wrong, but it was okay. And I don't know, for some reason, I get Skippers the next day. Always the last message comes the next day. It's like, so you
That's
probably
weird.
think, oh.
There's still 50-something people in here. 53, I think.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
Nothing to do.
Well, I gotta tell you, like, this stream was very, very informative. My brain.
Is acidic water like low pH?
Yes.
See, I have 8.4 out of the tap. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah.
Paul on Sotera says they like acidic water in planted tanks. And at that time that I was trying them, I didn't have maybe a couple little plants, nothing like I have now.
Okay, Stephen.
What about the things that are in those soft algae, Stephen? Not being devil's advocate, or I'm just inquiring minds want to know. Because I always, and I could be wrong, but and I think I am, but I'd always understood that it wasn't just the algae, it was the microorganisms in the algae. It had to be a really seasoned tank, not just algae growing in it. Kind of like keeping a whatever is my logo, I can never remember, the red dragonette. You can't keep those till the tank's been going for a while. I'm just answering.
I'd have to say the 2 that I have were also with a pair of Bristlenose, and they really love each other. But anyways, that tank's freaking clean.
Is there a pleco besides common pleco that can live with the Oscar? Yeah, yeah. Some of the ones that get bigger,
Watermelon
small.
plecos.
Yeah,
It's not
Uh,
fair.
they cost more, of course, but they get big.
I tell you where to go look. And I'm just saying, look, is predatory fins. Look at their plecos and then research them and get your size. And we got there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, what Medill said, below seven's acidic.
Above
See,
7.
Paul's an hour away from me. His water runs 6.2.
No,
I have very high. What's the buffering? KH? Is that the buffering?
uh,
I have very high buffering and
I think so.
soft the other one. And 8.4. So it's been a task trying to learn stuff for shrimp, and I finally got my Caridina shrimp multiplying,
Nice.
and yet I struggle with Neocaridinas.
You know, my issue with the shrimp is the difference of what you got two different names and all kinds of different style shrimp that follows that name. I can't keep up with it. Like all the information that has been talked to us over a long time. Like I watched Flip Aquatics and I thought he was speaking Italian.
Well, Jess stayed online maybe an hour and a half one day after the stream, and I did a water test and told her what I got and all this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
And,
she'll know.
and I wrote down whatever it was, and I dumped some RO water in there, and it brought it like where it needed to be. But now I don't know what I did with my piece of paper. I think it got misplaced when I was cleaning up for Christmas. I'm hoping it's one of these. That kind of looks like it.
Oh, cool.
But I was proud of myself, that I got some to actually breed.
Mm-hmm. Once you figure it out, you need to start writing down what you did to get there.
Yeah,
Because
and I meant to do
there,
that. And of course,
Yeah.
We had to get ready for Christmas, and
yeah.
it kind of got put on the back burner. But you listen to this stream and that stream, and then, oh, you got to have a 7.2 and this and that. Well, I can't have a 7.2. It comes out at 8.4. So tell me what I got to do if I go buy RO water. Tell me what I got to do.
You got to get you some, what you call it in there, something to buffer it.
But my buffer is 300.
Huh?
It's the buffering test out as high as it goes on the test strip.
But I mean to bring the pH down.
Well, what I have done, I get RO water, and now I'm adding that GH remineralizer. I think I'm in the ballpark because my pH is like 7 in that water.
Yeah, that's good. Most fish will do good around 7, below or above a little bit.
But this is just for shrimp tanks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they should definitely do great at 7.
I'm not gonna try to do all this.
Neocaridina shrimp. They
So
should.
which one's your cherry shrimp?
Neo.
That's it.
Okay.
Neo.
And the crystal is a caridina, right?
Yeah.
And
They're
all the
the ones
little blue and all the little blue and orange and yellow shrimp are cherry shrimp too. They're just colored.
So the Caridina shrimp, they like softer water.
I can't remember because I've never kept the Neos, and I always forget that.
Let me see.
I get so confused with it, and they're just a little damn. You think it'd be easy? You think it'd be easy to figure out, but it's not.
Darlene, I'm still trying to figure out Darlene's comment. It's up there. I don't
She's the
get
same
it.
age as her tongue and a little bit older than her teeth because your teeth don't come in till you're 9 or 10 months old.
Mhm.
Oh,
She got you.
Now
was-
the day that Jess helped me, now see my TDS comes out at 485 out the tap too, so that's been an issue. But
yeah.
my
Steven.
GH was 300, my KH was 80, my pH was 6.8. And what I did, I topped off my tank with a little bit of O water. And it brought it, down.
Steven's saying they need a low KH for Caradinas.
Yeah, it brought my KH down, I think is what happened. So, but I did order me some shrimp from Joe's Shrimp Shack. And I can't remember if I settled, it was a eeny meeny, miny mo type thing, and the white ones or the orange ones. I can't remember. It's just like they were um, Neos.
Beat you, Myrtle. Got you, Myrtle.
Oh. You got a quick finger on the trigger of the button there?
Yeah, buddy. And I even went from StreamYard to YouTube and still beat you. Wake up, buddy. Skip.
Yeah.
I keep the score.
There's a joke with that. Elm Street. I think I was Dan's stream. Oh yeah, it was Dan's stream last week. I said, "What are we going to keep score?" We was messing with each other in the chat.
Steph
It was
got it
funny.
summarized there in simple terms. Yeah.
So, I might have to break bad one day and do a daggone live stream and get these people up here to help me and do a test, let them see, let them help, and write it down, everything.
What?
Because, a lot of times people don't get the chat where you can go back and see it after the
Yes.
stream's over.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it takes 24 hours. What do they call that?
They say Stephen is correct because when they say you need hard or soft water, you really need to clarify whether you're talking about minerals or carbonate because there's a huge difference. And that's where I get lost because people that doesn't just shrimp all the time, they just say it and it's like, I don't know what I got. And I still don't.
I gotta apologize, you Aquafinity. I didn't forget about you. I just been so busy.
He forgot about you. He hadn't been busy here.
Listen here, you little shit. Yes, I have been.
Actually, I watched a video about the Affinities yesterday. And Stephen P didn't ask me when I did my water changes, but I told him anyways. He didn't care how I did my water changes. Just saying, Stephen. But basically, it's all about the same for most of us.
It's an event here, let me tell you.
Why am I not seeing that whole freaking email? There it is.
What were you looking?
Yeah.
All right, I got you. I'll have it in. I'll work on it tomorrow, and I'll get it to you tomorrow. I'll have it in an email. All right, I got you, bud. Unless that's too late.
Let's see, I cannot grow moss. And I bought some of that Java moss and put it in my little Tetra tank over there. And that stuff has disintegrated and gone everywhere. And
Yeah.
I have spent like 5 hours today because I got baby mystery snail egg, but they just hatched. Actually, you can't see the little things on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm scared to suck it up, so I'm swirling it around and trying to catch it out with a homemade, floss thingy that I made.
Mm.
Yeah. So you swirl it up a little bit, let some more suck up. And I've been doing this for 5 hours. So I don't have to break down that tank and lose all those little baby mystery snails. But I'm not getting any more moss. I cannot make moss grow. It's a mess.
What's in that tank besides the snails?
I have 2 female bettas and some little teeny tetras and some cories and one little red pleco.
Should be growing.
Should be what?
It should be growing.
I can't. The only way I can grow it is probably if I throw it in the CO2. It will not grow in my water.
I was talking to somebody else that was saying about that. Like, you give me a square of moss, it would be dead in a week.
Yeah.
I have a problem with guppy grass.
And this was a nice big section too. I was so impressed that I got one like that.
I've got tons of moss. If you want to try again, Dee Dee, or use more, I mean, tons of it. Have to throw it away.
Sure.
Java moss.
But I will put it in my. I got a tank on the bottom of this tank, and it's got CO2 running in it. It's my plant grow out tank. Of course, I got the cars in there trying to breed some, so I can skip her some babies. But I'll put it in there and get it established, and then I will know if it's just me or the water without the CO2. Because I thought I had learned a little more that I could manage it this time, but it just didn't work. Now I am keeping some. What's that? Some Wassatang? Is that a moss? What is that?
It's in the same family.
Yeah,
and it
Bruce
grows.
is saying keep the light low and cooler, and that's definitely the tanks that are like that I have that are like that. I mean, some of them are heated, but it's 74. It's not cold.
Yeah, mine's like 74, 76.
Those are the ones. I have a 10-gallon that the crabenzas have to fight through the moss to come and eat when they see me feeding them. So I've got to get half of that out of there because it's almost full to the top.
That's Java moss on spiderwood. There's a better picture, side view.
Wow.
And this tank, I don't know how to replicate it. I don't know what I did for all this to happen, but it happened.
What kind of? Let me blow that up because I can't.
Yeah.
What is that? A long fin? What is that up there?
Oh, that's a super red for Maria Z. Super
Okay,
red
that's pretty.
pleco. That's the guppies from Jess, and I actually got males in there with the blacks. But yeah, no, like I just started planting stuff, and this was a brand new tank when I did it, and it just, I think the guppies helped it actually. Once they start having babies, and that's a trident Java fern there I did on a lava rock.
So you fertilized it with fish poo?
Yeah, I don't use. I try to stay away from that stuff because some of it can mess up your water parameters, and I'd rather do it naturally, you know. But the thing with guppies is you get so many of them in there, and I got a lot of these are rooted plants like that. Oh, it starts with an A. But I got 4 of them in there, and they actually started flowering.
I'm sitting here looking at 2 of those Skipper in my 2.5 gallons. I can't. They're a bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I put them in this 20, and they went freaking nuts, dude. And they're flowering all the time. I don't know what I did. There is no Anubis in that tank actually. The only rhizome plant I have is that trident Java fern and regular Java fern. And then, of course, I have the moss in there too.
Well, now I can grow that pogo stemons, is that how you say it? And just take the CO2, and I've taken some clippings and put it in some tanks without CO2, and just it looks like it's falling apart.
I'm seeing how long before Skipper gets agitated.
I'm already there.
Are you?
Mhm.
You sure didn't show
As
it.
soon as I put the camera back.
Oh, accidentally hit remove from stream.
Thank you. I don't like being
Yeah.
center.
Did it snow just Daniel? He's so
Good
nice.
night, Daniel.
We have some nice people here.
Yeah, they're saying swasher tangs and moss, but if I remember correctly, it's really slow growing.
It is. Some people it grows better for. I can't do anything with it. I've
I
tried
got a
several
little,
times.
I got a little piece from Brian at Detroit, well, Motor City, and I got some guppy grass from LRB, and both of them are living.
Whoa.
They're not like just taking over or anything like everybody else, but they haven't died yet.
So we have a comment of swasher tangs and moss. Then we have a comment of swasher tang is called a moss, but it's technically a fern. No.
Sandy, are you citing that from a source? I'm not accusing you of that, but well, I didn't mean to say accusing you of it. Are you using a trusted reference? Oh, here we go. There we go.
We call it
See,
a
I
fern
was staying
forest,
out of
too.
that because I wasn't sure, but I thought that when I researched it, when I was trying to grow it, that it was a fern.
What the?
Oh, okay. Did you see what they said above that, Sandy, about the? It's a fern. That's correct, but you go on down through the whatever. Those Pacos behind me like they haven't eaten in weeks.
Paul, that my pH does not lower. It's the same in the CO2 tanks as it was before CO2. Now, I'm not throwing lots to it either. I've got the same cans that are running 2 tanks that I bought in June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pocket eaten. Sorry,
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
I can never remember that word.
Oh, it's too long name. As soon as I see it, I know what it is because I got like 4 plants of it. But I agree with BJ Palmer. I could see where that could be an argument with Sawasher Tang either being a fern or a moss because in my eyes, when I think of a fern, it's kind of like what a Java fern does. It pods up. I have not seen that with Sawasher Tang.
It almost looks like algae.
Mm-hmm. That could be a good argument too that it's a form of algae. Now, if you look at in the saltwater aquarium, if I remember correctly, whenever you look at the red algae, they kind of have the same distinction, just a different color. That I've seen them
Yeah,
for the feed.
it's that same consistency.
So whenever someone says it's like a seaweed, I could agree with that actually.
I'll have to double check this pH tomorrow.
GRB,
But
that
I
comes up.
have noticed it being different.
That one comes up too all the time.
I don't know that one.
Stephen wanted to know how your pH doesn't change, Dee Dee.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it changing. But I'll have to check it out. Because now I've been running CO2 since June-ish.
He doesn't want to know when you do your water changes, but he wants to know about your pH changes.
Yeah. What does he want to know? What's it to you, Stephen? You write a book?
He is actually, or making a film.
That was a good video. Because it shows how everybody's a little different, but everybody's a little alike.
I get what you're saying, Aquarium Life, but whenever you look at it, like I had one piece, and all of a sudden this damn thing just attached to uh, the M word wood. Oh my, I'm getting tired. But it just happened. Like it hit that piece of wood, and it just stuck there, and it just flourished. But then there was other pieces that broke off, and it started in another part of the tank.
I'm real proud of my little batch of Sabasa tank.
I tried it 3 times.
Makes sense. Thank you.
It used to be real expensive to buy it. Like 10 years ago, it was, at least here it was.
Oh,
Stephen, it's not going to be a bestseller.
Yeah.
Yazi's back again looking for Pam. She's not up there, Yazi.
Yeah, it just so reminds you of seaweed. It's not even funny. Like
yeah, it does. It's like the
it's weird.
They used to make the rice roll up things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've got that red algae in one of my, or actually my only nano shrimp now. I've got it in his tank.
That's good, Merdul. If you grow wash your tank immersed, you will know for sure that it is not completely different from any moss. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know that I've ever seen it not submersed.
I have not.
How could it grow with the consistency? You know, it doesn't have any structure or any support.
Either does moss, really.
No, but more than that does.
Oh, well, I'm just saying it's weird that mahogany wood or whatever you call it that you get from Petco or whatever. It like a piece of it, I didn't even know it was in there, and all of a sudden it just like blam. Hey, I got some washing tank, and I had to destroy it today, but I left some there. Just weird.
But you know, something we've always been told was the lucky bamboo plants that had to be above water. They don't. I've got one that's at least 2 months underneath the water. And John, my fish tanks, he planted his in July. His are still underwater and doing good. And mine looks really nice.
See, I think if you have a tall enough one, you can get away with that. Because it's going to adjust to it and then it'll grow up above or whatnot. But
I was afraid it would rot off at the bottom, before it could grow, but it didn't.
No, because the bottom part of it's what you keep in the water.
Mm-hmm. But I was afraid where it had been in water before and there was, from the part above and part, I figured it would chop off right there. A lot of my plants that I get in the little cups, stem plants, I never did plant the plant in the ground because they break off at the rock mold line. Never get them. And I bought so many, and I'm going to order. I don't know if they get banged around in the mail, from being in that little pot with no support. Because when it's got to go across the country, that's a lot of flipping and flopping. I don't know if they can just take it. I think I'd rather just have it with tissue or something wrapped around the roots. Take it out in little pots.
Yeah, Keith, that's exactly the way I think about it. Yeah.
So I've been buying local, which I don't have much option, much selection.
Mhm.
Just trying to get more green in there to help with, because I'm lazy. I don't want to do. I don't want to do water changes every week. I want to do them every 2 to 3 weeks.
You're right. I know. And I actually got a tank I can do that with. I can go a whole month. I got
I got some I can go 3 weeks easy. And then some, after a week and a half, I start looking to smelling them, making sure. And then sometimes I'm just going to do it because it's a pretty day to day, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
well, my 55 gallon, because that was the first tank that I had when I started back into it after so many years. I got to know that tank very well. And the research that I did with what plants do I want to use, I technically have rooted, rhizome, and stem plants. No, rooted rhizome plants in there. And I have it spread out though. And I'm going to tell you, that freaking jungle valve makes a difference in your tank, especially if you got a tall tank.
I want to get some more from Stephen King. He sent me some, and that stuff was like this wide. It was like a big old piece. It wasn't just little feathery stuff.
Bob, you're in trouble.
I think I buried it too deep.
Uh-oh, here's some trouble.
Bob's in trouble.
Here's some trouble.
Oh,
Hey, Pam. Great to
Pam?
see you. There's
Pam?
Pam. Oh, she's not on there. She's in the.
I gotta tell you something, Pam.
Look at him when I'm saying Pam's in there. Look, Pam's in there. She's in there.
I was talking good about you. I don't know what Bob was saying. I had to ignore him.
She's talking to you. Dee Dee.
Holy coffee, Dee Dee. Thank you so much. Holy coffee, Dee Dee. Thank you so much.
oh, she got her box.
Oh yeah.
I hooked her up with some coffees.
What's that?
I hooked her up with some coffees.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sent her like maybe 6 bags of coffee. And some of us reindeer. Reindeer bits.
You know why she enjoys it a lot? Because she didn't have to get the hell out of her house to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I have a problem with this spiralis valve. I can't get that to grow for crap. But you give me jungle valve, it'll go. It'll take off. I don't know what it is.
Stephen, what kind do you have? It looks kind of crinkly and thick. What kind is yours?
See, jungle valve will grow. What did Kevin say? KJE Aquarium.
That sounds like that Italian valve, Dee Dee.
The Italian valve.
I bought the crinkly kind and I bought the straight kind from the coop.
There's 2 straight kinds. You got Italian valve, which is smaller, and then the jungle valve, it gets really tall. Like,
oh, this is grown up in my 125, and it was like that much further on top of the water.
she has jungle valve then.
So, but it's skinny. I moved it out of here. I had it in this tank yesterday. I took it out last night and moved it because I'm gonna see if some iron might help these red plants.
The only valve I've got is that red Vesuvius. I think that's what it is. But it's the spiral valve from Lucas. I've had it like 4 years maybe.
Pam says, I don't know which to open first.
I put the reindeer mix on top for Christmas.
Pam, you're welcome to come up with us if you want to for a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'll have to take a picture of it tomorrow.
You know, that's another one I have a problem growing is hornwort.
I can grow it outside.
I actually have it.
House either.
Like I've tried it inside, and then Maria Z sent me a big thing of moss, and guppy grass, and there must have been some of it mixed in. You know, like when you take it out, because you can't separate it. And I actually brought all that stuff in and put it in this tank over here. Sorry, over there. and there's the hornwort's actually growing. It's not going nuts. I mean, I don't want it to, but it's doing pretty good. I don't know.
That corkscrew is the Vesuvius. I think they're the same plant, except his is the red.
You know, Dennis Bigfoot fish tanks.
Yeah.
He plants his hornwort, and it does fantastic.
Well, you can plant any stem plant. You can
But
do
when
it.
I do it,
But
it don't do good.
no, my shit rots off and it floats.
Yeah. It'll do good for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna make it, it's gonna make it, it's gonna make it. Then it just kind of fizzles away. But it does awesome outside in the tub. In fact, I still have some alive in the tub. It's cold as it's been.
Pam must be combing her hair so she could come out.
Putting her
ears
mini-
on.
I could grow guppy, was that duckweed outside? And the little things that, the 3 leaves that float.
Frog bit.
Yeah, I can grow that outside.
Yeah, I can't grow it inside neither. That 20-gallon pond that I had, oh my gosh, the duckweed, the frog bit, it was like overlaying each other in there. And then I bring it inside, well, all except for the 100-gallon behind me still has some frog bit in it. But it's starting to get.
My nerves must be bad tonight.
Tell them how you feel, Yazzie.
That was
But,
Libby, their arch enemy.
The
Maybe he was
100-gallon
thinking about
tank behind me, I brought. That's the only thing that has a little bit of the red root floater in it. But every tank that I put it in the house, which I have a lot of surface agitation, it all died. Even the duckweed, like that blew my mind. I
Well,
haven't cured a tank herpes. When I figure it out, I'll send you the formula.
My plantings would eat dried duckweed.
Yeah.
And so this summer, I was taking my net and just scooping out like shovelfuls and throwing it into a kiddie pool in the yard, just so more fresh would grow. And so I decided I was going to dry me some out, you know. So I did, and it's in a plate in there in my she shed. And everybody that comes over and looks at it, they think it's something else.
Oh, yeah.
I need to buy some rolling papers and just kind of lay it beside it. See if somebody tries to smoke them some. That would be. I'd have the popo coming out here looking.
You'd be on the front page of the paper.
Huh?
You'd be on the front page of the paper.
Yeah. Retiree smokes weed.
That's the best time to smoke it.
Huh?
Best time to smoke it. You won't be getting any drug testing or anything.
I know, because you know we were always subject to it, and I always told my assistant superintendent, I said, the day I retire, I'm gonna get on my front porch on the rocking chair, and I'm gonna make one that long and that big around, and I'm gonna sit there and smoke it and buy 20 bags of chips and donuts and whatever. And never did. I ended up with a tenant, but at the time she was like 6.
I haven't done it for 40 years.
I was like 18 years old the last time I ever touched it.
Yeah, that's about me.
Oh, Pam said you didn't send her a link. Says your stream keys.
Check your Facebook. It'll be there in one memento, Pam.
Your skipper's going to put it in the stream for you. He owes me a favor.
Well, you know, back in the day, kids tried to sell, they would sell oregano and
There you go, Pam.
parsley. And people would buy it thinking they were buying themselves some marijuana.
Oh my God, we did that in New York in Times Square. We started trying to roll that and smoke it. It made us sick as dogs.
We actually had people do it in my area. Let's just say that after the first time, they didn't do it again. They got their asses whooped. I couldn't believe it. He's like, what are y'all fighting over parsley for? Like, Skipper, you dumbass. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't never smoked it whenever I was a kid. I said, I don't know what it is. I know what the smell is, and you put it in front of my face, you might get a fist.
Hello.
I had a big plant up in my bedroom, and my son was like 13. Tucker was like, he was about 13, and he was going to go stay with his dad for a while. I thought it would be just like him to tell his dad that I had a plant in my bedroom.
Oh.
So I harvested it and dried it, and I had it in a great big gallon baggie. I mean, it was full in my china cabinet. And Tucker got home, and he came out in the living room, and he's like, what's that in the china cabinet, Mom? I was like, oregano. It's oregano. He still laughs about my oregano.
Star's getting jealous because you're showing us attention.
Yeah, and Yazzie don't play that. Look at him, he's yawning.
He's like, oh, quit it, girl.
That's his tail when he's going to back.
Look at this, you guys.
Here, let me blow you up.
And we'll go get blowed up.
Pete's Coffee. I never
This
heard
one's
of
called
that.
Big Bang.
I never heard of
And
Pete's.
Major Dickinson's blend. And organic. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
Right?
Bunch of gibberish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A mile a
And
day.
this one I think I'm
something.
going to open right away. This one's the first one I'll have. Reindeer blend.
Stay
Ooh.
awake for
It's
it.
cherry.
Mm,
And
Cherry?
that sounds good.
that's it.
And then there's this one, Caribbean mahogany.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It does, huh?
Oh, good coffee. That sounds good to me.
And there's
You ain't gonna need
another
coffee.
Big Bang.
You ain't gonna need coffee for like a year.
No, a week.
I know
And
that
a
is.
Caribbean fireside.
Ooh, dark roast. I'd love that one.
And there's Italian roast.
I bet you that would be good too.
And that's not all. There's Cafe Domingo.
Wow.
And one more. And another Cafe Domingo.
What
That's a lot of coffee.
what did somebody do? Send you a pallet with your name on it?
Yeah.
Like a
It
4
was Dee Dee. There's 10 packages of coffee
Where did you get that?
from Dee Dee.
Well, she didn't send. She sent me 2 towels she embroidered.
You got
Yes.
a friggin' towel.
you know why she did that, Bob?
Well, I got
You would wipe your
coffee.
ass with.
Well, Pam don't bloat.
I got coffee. Okay.
Hey, Bonoski. Bonoski says, nice coffee haul, Pam.
I know. Huh?
Oh, yeah, you're right, Scotch. That's what we forgot to get her. So,
Okay, take me down.
You were just showing the stuff she stole from him.
Yeah, I saw her from the grocery store.
Man said she robbed the store.
I do have a coffee hookup.
Hey, just let a couple boxes fall off the truck. I'll pick them up later. And please make it a variety box if you would. It's funny
I
because
can do that.
I actually knew somebody that was a truck driver, and if it was a damaged box, it stayed on there. And the damaged boxes, the food or whatever that was in it was fine. Nothing wrong with it. He brought it home.
Yeah.
You know, animal crackers was one of the ones. I was like, dude.
Yeah, my dad used to bring stuff home all the time off the
Yeah.
truck. Like I remember we got like cases of TV dinners when they first came out.
Yeah.
They weren't that good.
No, they
My
were.
mom didn't cook for a couple months.
They really weren't good. They were nasty.
No, they weren't good.
Is
Not
that
when
the
they
ones you
first
put
came
in the
out.
oven?
They were like a cafeteria lunch, frozen and
Mhm.
served up.
In
Well,
those,
I'd never
aluminum.
seen Fireball before. You're talking about Fireball all the time. And I went to get my husband's stocking stuffers. I saw this little teeny pack of 3 bottles of Fireball. And I didn't know if I'd get in trouble if I stuck it in a box.
You wouldn't have, because all you would have had to do is for I don't know, next year maybe a birthday or whatever, just get it, stack the coffee around it. They'll never know it's in there.
Yeah. Holly sent me a bunch of little bottles of Fireball one time.
Because it's, oh, Fireball, this is what Pam drinks.
Yeah.
How do you
I
think
went
they
crazy over the pretty bottles. I love going into the ABC store just because the bottles are so pretty. You know,
Yeah, some of them
everything's all
really are.
shiny. And I went in for a stocking stuffer and I came home with $250 worth of liquor that I don't even drink.
I
But
saw
he had a bottle of this and a bottle of that and a bottle of this, and it was fun. He had a big time taking that out of the box.
the picture of it. I was like, that's one lucky dude. I was like, I wish my wife would do that. I'm like, that was awesome. That's like the best gift ever.
Well, I always try to give him something to throw in his stocking like that. And he always gets different stuff. He never drinks the same thing twice, so you don't really know.
I like trying new stuff.
You
If
know,
it's
so I just
something,
kind of went with bottles like I had seen before.
oh, okay. But when
You know,
in doubt, I always go back to the Crown Royal.
and I got him some he'd never had just because the bottle was pretty.
Well, listen, when he's done drinking it, you just make a craft with it.
Well, that's what I do. I use his Patron and what was that round? I use them to put like M&Ms and stuff in, like Christmas candies.
They actually sell, like, say you had wine bottles, they actually sell the cork that has lights connected to it that you put down
Yeah.
at the bottle with. I think it's like ran off like watch batteries or whatever. Scott sent you a picture in Messenger of Fireball Creamer, Pam.
I see that. I'm going
Seriously?
to look in Messenger.
Yeah,
Okay.
Facebook, I think.
And while you mentioned Facebook, I made a Facebook account for Defendin. And Lord, don't think I'm ignoring you, but I don't never check it, but maybe once every 2 weeks. So that's
Oh, that looks
I'm
good.
sorry about Facebook.
Except it's non-alcoholic.
It's just flavor. You just add an extra, little shooter into it, and then it'll be alcoholic Fireball with a little extra kick.
Can you find that picture?
I'm going to have to go to town tomorrow. Well, I got to go to the post office anyway, and then I'm going to swing by the store and get some creamer.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
He liked that one right there. He'd never had that. And he'd
What is
never
that?
had this with the gold flecks in it.
Goldschlager.
But this bottle right here, I have some that I use for the candies. And I've seen somebody make a lamp out of this kind. Yeah. So I said, don't throw these bottles away. I want them back.
You can drink it and have a good time, but I want them bottles because they're pretty and I'm going to use them for something.
Yeah. I make them save all that stuff. Sometimes I throw them away after a while, but I always think I'm going to make something out of it. It'd be kind of cool to put them in the fish tank for the ladies' night.
Good.
Yeah.
Put a Patron bottle in there with some dark substrate to pop out the lettering.
Yeah.
The same. Or even a lighter substrate.
Yeah. You would think that I would drink, but I don't. I'm just stupid. I can drink. I mean, I like to, but I just never live to. I'm always the designated driver, always. And if I know when we go out, if we're not gonna have somebody I can count on 100%, then I won't have anything.
No, I don't blame you. We was going out one night when I was in the military. They said, "Hey, Skip, it's your turn to be the DD." I said, "You damn right it is. I'll be your designated drunk." I said, "I ain't driving nothing." Good night, Darlene.
Good night, Darlene.
Hey, Miss
Hi.
Reptiles and Aquatics.
That's
That's
a good
pretty
last night.
He's,
There's not much we don't know about him now.
yeah, he came up on not just Fishy Biz, but he came up on the Christmas special, I do believe.
But he had a stream last night after ladies' night.
Yeah.
I got to drop off about after an hour or so, but I know lots of things about the young women.
Well, Dee.
Shannon did a great job.
Anything we need to know?
I'm not going to repeat it. It's killing me, but I'm not going to say it.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's
He has lots of snakes.
yes,
Yeah.
he does. Of course, he knows. I don't care about all that part, but it was interesting. I don't do the snake thing.
Oh. Even said it
But
didn't
let's
mean
just say something was mentioned that was 8 inches, and I can't remember what.
It was a snake. Mac is thinking about those.
It was something about a riser. I don't know. You know how I did. I just took it away.
Who's gonna mod that, please? Please.
Oh, damn you, Lori, you beat me.
Yep.
Actually, we tried. Sandy said you're on
They
time.
ran into a blue wall.
Oh, you damn right he did. And it wasn't blue balls. We got your
Yeah,
back.
that was a very good. Shannon did a Robin Roberts type interview. It was very personable. You know, the chat fed some questions. She came up with some questions, and he probably don't have any secrets now.
Yeah, probably not.
So now he's stuck with us because we know all of his dirt.
You done did messed up, buddy.
Glad I never told Dee Dee anything.
I'm glad I didn't either.
You don't need to tell me. I already know. I got ways.
You can just look into my eyes and know I ain't no damn angel. My halo's hold up by my horns.
But I don't see any angels on the panel.
Yeah, look at the halo.
What
See
about
that
me?
around me? It's like, oh.
Yeah,
You ain't no angel.
Bless.
You're a devious one. I bet you were fun to work with too.
Yeah, I see an angel.
Yeah, Yanni's an angel. Look at the little fella.
Bless.
I'm calling bullshit on that one. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I have a halo too. It's right up there. It's that ring light.
I have the
Baby.
heart. I have the heart of an innocent child.
Where is
What?
it at? In your bathroom?
In a jar up on the shelf?
No, it's sitting on my desk.
See,
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere.
It's in a jar on my desk.
I missed the drawer conversation. I was reading chat.
Oh, she said she
Uh-oh.
has a heart of an innocent child. I said, where? On a jar on the shelf? She said, no, it's sitting on my desk.
In your heart.
She keeps it close. Okay, that's all that matters.
You can't see the halo reflecting in my glasses right now.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
This is my big tank Hank impression.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it was an award she got, Matt, from the dark side. I'm not sure.
Oh no, that
For frequent flyer award.
that
Who's,
next
who's,
that next comment Matt put in that actually happened around here, and it's messed up. The whole kids in cages thing, you always hear about that.
it was family, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was they were foster kids, and there was 4 of them. This literally, I shit you not, was 2 towns away from them.
You can pay them.
Then there was a bigger one that came out of like 13 kids. They locked them up in the basement, and that's where they stayed.
Yeah, I had a friend that bought a house, and the last person that owned it, that they bought it from, had foster kids, like a lot of foster kids all the time.
Yeah,
There was locks on all the cupboard doors in the kitchen.
yeah,
Actual locks. You had to have a key to open the locks on the doors.
yeah. They kept the kids out away from the food. It's messed up.
Yeah. Saw that, man.
I have the child
This is
safety
this
locks
is my
on
Pam
mine.
impersonation. You go Pam.
Yeah,
Well, these were actual locks that you had to use the key to open to get any food out.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
them on my
yeah.
cabinets because I used to have a cat that would get into them. And then they're the little clips that are inside, and you reach in and clip them. But at night he would do like that as fast as he could. So I had to
Oh,
take them back
yeah.
off.
Mario opens the cupboard doors all the time. He's a pain in the ass.
One time my German Shepherd, I broke my wrist, so I was gone from my house for a month, and somebody would come over and feed him for me, and I guess it ticked him off. When I came home, he had emptied the entire pantry. Flour, everything was
Oh my
all the
God.
way through the house, through the doggy door, out the back porch, into the backyard. Everywhere. Everything in it. And it was a slider, so you had to slide it, but it was a heavy door. I don't know how he figured out how to move it. Yeah, I don't smoke, man. I tried. Me and my cousin were still my daddy's pals. That was rough.
Pam, is that your date passed out or a corpse or what over your left shoulder?
That's a stuffed animal of a German Shepherd.
What?
This?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't remember that, Bob?
No, I'm talking about the thing it was laying on.
It was laying on the shelf.
Yeah.
Is that a shell?
Yeah.
Looks dead now.
No, it's floating there, Bob. It's floating.
No, it looks like somebody laying back like I lay in my chair on streams.
Oh, you mean
Okay.
there by the quilt?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a ghost.
Must be a ghost.
Well, I
Might
like
do some of that freaky, what's that movie? With the waiting boy.
Oh,
Ghost comes up in bed.
yeah.
did
I
you
like
know?
Corpse better.
Did you know the movie 3 Men and a Baby when they were in the house? We heard about it, and this is back VCR days. Sorry, youngsters.
I remember that there was a ghost in there somewhere.
In the window. Whenever they were at the window, and then this was nuts. It was a couple years later they did a special on haunted houses that movies were filmed in, and this one showed up. And people, whenever they walked past it, they see that little kid in the window. He actually died in the house. His spirit's still there. Whatever you believe. I was like, shut up. So I went back. I think we was at my grandmother's house, but she still had it. And I said, Graham, I need to see the movie, and she goes, "Watch, I'm going to show you something. We're all going to learn this together because I heard something." Sure as shit, that damn kid was standing right there in that stinking curtain in the window, looking.
Uh-uh.
Ah, shit, ain't that some shit? Because
Well,
you had,
Sharpie,
you remember when you could do the slow mo with the VCR tapes? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how we figured it out. It was like,
Sharpie went to his own church and he said he could feel the presence by his knee,
Yeah,
guiding him a certain way. And it was a kid's grave.
they did. He and Mary did a video on it or some pictures because I saw that. Yeah.
Never know. Just things.
holy cow, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Wow.
Okay.
If you've never been exposed to it, you don't believe it.
I've been
I keep salt in my the bedrooms. So something comes in there, and it actually touched me one night.
I welcome them.
So I set up a stream for New Year's Eve. Skipper, are you going to be there?
I gotta work the next day, but I'll try to be for a teeny bit.
That's
Okay.
a no.
No, it's a yes, teeny bit.
No.
Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I will show up.
Maybe.
What time is he gonna put it for? 11:30.
11 o'clock Eastern time.
The usual time.
Yeah.
I don't watch the ball drop anymore. I go to bed.
I haven't seen the ball drop in a while.
I was like, it's all LEDs now. Fireworks don't shoot out of it anymore.
What did Chris Robertson say?
I'm not Scuba Steve.
I'm not planning on it. I don't even know when it is. I forgot.
The weekend of February 28th. It's the last weekend of February.
No. Too many cooties around still.
Cooties.
Cooties. I knew that would get a reaction out of the cooties. Nasty stuff. Nasty things.
Going to
We
Aquarium.
don't have cooties in Wyoming. It got down to -1 last night.
Oh, all the cuties died there.
Yeah.
They gone. It got 40 something here today. It's supposed to get freaking warm again. Hey, you got a warm spell coming there, Bob?
Do what?
You got a warm spell coming there on like probably by what's today?
We've got one right now.
No,
We're in the
it's
70s.
Yeah, it's storming outside.
It's colder outside than my soul.
Oh my God. That is dark and
Damn
cold.
cold.
Right.
hell,
Pam, you must have had a nap.
Yeah, I did. I laid down for a little while. I sound.
Good.
I think I sound a little bit better.
You kind of sound normal.
Yeah, you do sound better.
Close.
Yeah, we're not wearing jackets or anything here.
Hey, John Oliver. No, I wear a t-shirt, not this one, and shorts
I'm in a
to the
short
arc
sleeve
today.
shirt, which tells you something. Because normally it's cold in this room when I shut my door. I've got fans going.
And you're not far away from it either. That's crazy.
We're supposed to get some more snow. I think Friday and Saturday.
I think we're supposed to get rain Saturday.
17, where Matt's at.
Yeah, it's 16
You
degrees.
got the windows up.
It's 16
My air
degrees here right
conditioning
now.
just cut on. My air just cut on.
Friday, it's supposed to get down to 0 with snow showers. And Saturday, we have a high of 9 with 1 degree for a low.
Yeah,
So that's what you call damn cold.
damn, Skippy.
I
Good
couldn't
night there, Chris Robertson. Good night, buddy.
Thank you, Chris. Good night.
I could see having a summer house there, maybe. I could
Say
see
that one more time. I'll say it. What is it? I'll take that dare. What did I say?
Yeah. Odd weather for her.
Where did
Oh,
Yazzie
That
go?
is odd weather. That sleeping dog's life, Pam. He got down, and I think he's in the chair on the other side of this tank. I can't see him. Oh, he was right behind me.
holy shit, it's a full moon. That damn shirt was 3D. Sorry. I apologize for all the little pygmies down
What
there.
are you talking about?
Nothing, Bob. It's okay.
You're close up.
Oh,
They were glad Skipper had pants on tonight because we saw his crotch. They were changing up cameras or something. Oh,
Fine. No,
oh, I
I
know. I
was
didn't.
shoving a tank behind me and it went, and I was like, oh shit. They all gonna like that. Hey, there's a fish.
That would be funny.
Hey, Big D.
Exactly, John Oliver. They lay up in the bed half the day then. Get nothing done. Oh, wait, that's me too.
I worked
That's
all
me.
day long today.
Oh, God.
I was at work today.
I was at the Ark today.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
tell
when
you.
I'm supposed to retire because I don't get to retire.
I know.
I thought retired people were just supposed to sit around and watch TV all day.
No, it's bullshit. Because when my dad retired from the prison, he actually had a smile on his face, and I asked him what drugs he was on. But he said, you know what? I wish I wouldn't have retired. I said, why? He goes, I work more now than I did when I was working.
When people find out you're retired, they've got things that you need to be doing for them. And nope.
Yeah, my husband's become the taxi service. He needs to be picked up from school.
Yeah.
He's using a pair of socks. You know, it's like you run somewhere every single day. But he's here to be able to do it, so you know.
Yeah, that's cool. But it's weird. Like, he goes, my honey-do list got 10 times. I said, go find a job. I said, to hell with that. Get a part-time job so you can have a vacation.
Yeah, lots of days I don't accomplish anything, but I sure work hard at doing something.
Well, the one thing that I noticed from being off from the human ick was you're at home more. So everything that you know that needs to be done is right there in your face. And you have to do it, you know.
Where's Big D Smoke at? He said it's snowing again.
Uh, hey, you know where Big D's from?
Seattle.
Oh, that's right. I almost said Northern California.
No,
Close.
Seattle.
They got snow.
Poor
And
Alex.
yeah, Oregon and Washington are getting a lot of snow right now.
Poor Alex today was helping Fish Kid with something that was going on with his mollies. And that poor guy, he goes, it's negative 4 degrees Celsius, which is what, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. But, anyways, he goes, yep, I just did something stupid. I just locked myself out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Alex did?
Yeah.
Pam giving out erroneous information now.
This is hard.
Well, Tacoma's
Tacoma,
close to
Washington.
Seattle. It's the Seattle area. I should have said the Seattle area.
Right.
Well, he's an hour
Big
south.
D kept talking about Panama in some stream a while back. Something about Panama. Yeah, Matt, mind your own business. Matt tries to run my life.
He apologized while you go to you. Did you see that?
He's trying to make up.
You're going to make me have to use my real name here soon.
Your real name?
Yeah, hit me.
Oh, Hitman.
Yeah, we have that love-hate relationship.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I
When
just
he
love
gets his
paint
new one.
golf. That's all there is to it. And he feels the same way with me.
What? I was reading
Make
Big D's comment.
the kiss and make up, and then we're good. See, he did say Panama one time, Matt.
Yeah,
I'm just not as nosy as you are.
yep. That's what his plan is. His long-term plan.
Listen, go get that taken care of and sit on your freaking lawn chair in the backyard and it's nice out. Screw it.
Hey, Rocco says that he don't have any pain in his knee.
Yeah,
So I
he's
don't know
gonna
if that's
be
because of
there.
the pain meds or not, but to be sure, they're taking him off most of the pain meds already.
Pam
I'm
did.
gonna tell you something. They're very
Oh,
how do you say that? My dad was
Stingy.
on pain. Well, my dad was on pain meds for his back when he got back surgery, and he had to go to one of those.
Pain management.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And they cut him all at once. They did not wean him off of it. He went through withdrawal. I mean, he was bad.
I won't mess with him. I had both of my feet were operated on. Once one healed, I got this other one done. But they sent me home with my little bottle of prescription pills, and I only took them the first day home. After that, I just sucked it up. It's like I can't take them. I take
I,
one and I just pass out.
I only
And
take it if the pain's to where I can't sleep. You know what I
I
mean?
take it for the first 24 hours. After that,
I remember my mom was
Skipper.
addicted to this shit. It was real popular in the 60s. What was it? I remember my
Valium.
dad coming home from work and throwing them in the toilet and flushing the toilet. She just absolutely had a fit. Yeah, it was Valium.
I
That's
Valium.
remember another thing too.
that's what my mother used to give my youngest sister's baby. She was babysitting so he wouldn't cry.
What was that?
Valium.
I know a
Yeah,
lot of people feed their kids Benadryl.
my
She'd give
grandma,
it in his bottle, crush it up.
my grandmother. Whenever I was little, I had colic, and what she did to calm me down was she got in her Jack Daniels bottle, put it on her finger, rubbed it on my gums. I was done. And I was like, when Dad finally told me that story, I said, "Well, hell, that makes sense. No wonder that's my favorite whiskey."
You've been on it ever since.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
See, most
when my kids were little,
overdone.
we went fishing one day, and Courtney was in in a car seat. She was the best baby. She was really good. I just give her a bottle and a package of crackers, and she was good all day, just sitting in the car seat. So we stopped at the little resort store on the way to the lake and I got some drinks for some orange juice and stuff like that for the kids, right? And we got down to the fishing spot, and of course, my ex-husband right now, but he just ran right down to the lake with his fishing pole and started fishing, and I had to get the kids' fishing poles all set up and all that stuff. And so meanwhile, I fixed Courtney a bottle of orange juice and gave her some crackers, and I was fixing the fishing lines for the kids, and filled up her bottle again with orange juice. And then Jessie, she was like 6, and she's always been kind of like a hypochondriac. And I asked, she said she wanted something to drink. She was thirsty. So I poured her a cup of the orange juice, and she's like, "Ooh, this tastes like beer." I was like, "It does not." And she's like, "Yes, it does." And I picked up the bottle of orange juice, and I looked, and it was wine cooler.
Like the figure.
And Courtney slept all day long.
Oh, I
All
bet.
day. She just slept. And
Well,
when I picked her up to set her up to go home, I picked her up out of the car seat. She let out a big belch and then went back to sleep again.
Oh my! When I was 2 years old, my dad couldn't set a beer down. If he set a bear down, he walked away. He came back, it was empty.
Oh, my baby brother, he just moved here too.
It's the
And he's
shiny
a beer
can.
drinker today too. Me and my
It's
Hey,
other
Mike.
brother, we don't want to drink.
honestly,
Is
it's the shininess of the can.
that what it is?
Seriously. Because my my wife's godson, which might as well be mine.
What is it?
When we're over there, if I have a bear in my hand, he just goes for it because it's shiny. I don't
That's
get
like
it.
when I used to show horses, not the barrel racing, but pleasure horse. I would give him his bath on Saturday afternoon, and I had a fenced-in yard with wooden fence on the front side of my house. And so I put him out there because he couldn't get into any dirt and
There's
roll around and everything. Well, I'm standing out there, and my brother-in-law comes over, and my horse keeps going up to the fence. And
Hey,
trying to
Jess.
drink out of his red cup. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, I give him some liquor every day." And I had noticed when I'd go to a horse show, like if I was just standing there waiting to go in the gate, that if somebody had a cup, he would kind of do side steps and get closer to his cup. The horse was drinking liquor every day. What is that? Scotch something.
That's funny.
It's a blended whiskey.
Oh, that's cool, Mike. He's growing up. He's getting big.
Mike probably ate one of them.
Oh,
Yeah, he probably fried it up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
roasted over an open flame. It's all
Never
about
talk like that to a man that can get donuts.
Matt. Thibodeau.
My box of donuts didn't make it here, Mike. Maybe it'll come next week.
be nice and stale.
Put them in the microwave and they'll be fine. Skipper, warm them
Oh,
up.
that sounds good, actually. I think I might. Maybe when I go
Have
to
a
town
stale
tomorrow,
donut.
I'll get an apple fritter. I haven't had an apple fritter for a long time, and I like them.
Ooh, those are good warm.
Well, thanks, Pam.
Yes, back in the day with this little dog, with me and her, I wake up like this is back when I was single. I wake up like at 3 in the morning. It's like, you know what? I want a donut, and we had Dunkin' Donuts right around the corner from the house. So me and her would go get us a donut at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's Matt. Where are you people all coming? Did you ride with Mike? Did you ride with Mike? Coming in at the same time.
Oh my God! When I worked at I worked at a
Yes.
place that raised German shepherds, show dogs, and there was one. Their big male dog was named Thor, and he loved ice cream cones. I would like take him to town and get him ice cream cones whenever I went to town. I'd take him with me, and he was a big German shepherd. But I stopped at the grocery store one time, and I had a 65 Barracuda, and they have like a long back end with a bubble window, you know.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah, and he liked to lay in the back. So, but anyway, I was in the grocery store, and I was paying for my groceries, and this one of the box boys walked up to me and he says, "Is that your dog in the back of that Barracuda?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, come here and watch it for a minute." So I went to the window and I was looking out the window, and he was like laying flat down, as flat as he could get in the back, right? So he didn't show it, you could just barely see his eyes kind of peeking up over the edge. And I was parked close to the front, and he would wait till somebody was walking right by the car, and then he would jump up against the window and be all jaws and teeth and barking and hitting the glass and stuff with his mouth, and then scream and like fall back against the car behind him. And then he'd lay back down with his tail going 1,000 miles a minute, waiting for the next person. The box boy had been watching him for a while, and he says he'd been doing it the whole time I was in the store.
I believe that because we stopped at this diner one day. I got out and this dog out of nowhere, head first into the passenger door window.
Yeah, that's what
Started
he was
barking.
doing, only in the bubble window.
I'm telling you, I shit myself. It
Yeah,
scared the living daylights out of me. My dad's laughing. I said, and he jumped too, but he's laughing at
yeah,
me because I was like, oh, because I was younger. Like, oh, what the hell was that?
yeah. That's what this dog was doing. Only he was doing it for fun. You know,
Well,
saliva
Yowzy had me on
flying and
nerves.
everything as he hit the window. Then he'd wag his tail and lay back down again, and watch for the next person to walk by.
Oh, you messed it, Pam. The Aussie barked.
Scared the hell out of me.
Dee Dee almost fell out of her chair.
Oh, barked. I thought you said farted.
Well, that
Look at it. This is my little dog. This is what she did. She did all the time before a cat. Let's see if I get it playing.
Well, who told you that I said that, Mike? Who snitched?
Look. She burned that cat all the time.
Oh Jesus, that poor cat.
And the cat
Oh my
ran.
God.
Oh
Like, get her off me. But I had that cat. She was 19.
It's Animal Planet. We're good. You won't get.
It's
You
like,
won't.
get off of her. But I got him. I had the puppy first. And then I got the cat like 2 weeks later. They were both babies. And they had the best time playing, you know. And then they grew up. Of course, the little dog ended up being like 8 pounds max. And the cat was 19 pounds.
Oh jeez, that's a big cat.
But the little dog was always the boss. And then when I got the German Shepherd, the little dog was the boss, the cat was next, and then the German Shepherd. And then one day he turned on the cat. And I thought he was going to kill the cat. I had to take his metal bolt and bang him over the head and let go of the cat because he had her in his grip. She was screaming, and that's all I could get him off of her was to bang him in the head. He finally let go of her, and then from that day on, I had to manage them in separate parts of the house, or one out, one in, whatever. I guess he just got tired of taking it from little things. He wanted to be the boss.
When I lived out in the country one time, and down the road from me, this rancher lived down the road from me, so he'd drive by my house all the time. And he always drove his pickup, had a couple bales of hay in the back, and on top of one of the bales of hay was a saddle, right? And he had like 4 Australian shepherds that always rode in the back of the truck. And every time he went by, one of those Australian shepherds would be up on top of that saddle humping it. It would make me laugh every time he drove by. It's like, that's a weird dog.
For real.
You should never know. I don't know what made that little dog do that, but she did it from puppy on until she died.
I used to have a Lhasa Apso named Hannah, female, and she would do that to one of my cats. They would get on my bed and do that. And I'm like, y'all got this all wrong. I mean, they both seemed like they enjoyed it. I mean, it was consensual.
Oh,
I
God.
never saw the cat do it. It was always the little dog. And she would do it to the German Shepherd. If he was laying down, she'd get on the back of his head and she'd burn him up. She just something else. She was, I had her spayed when she was young.
Skipper, there's a dark, ugly man in your. Oh, it's you.
Oh. Let's see. That's the Bob that I love right there. Sassy.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah, trying to look like an angel.
I'm getting comfy.
That sounds good, Big D.
It does sound good.
Salt and pepper on those mashed potatoes. Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go get an apple fritter in the morning, Bob, just so you know. Apple
Well,
fritter.
Pam, I'm happy for you.
You know what you do, Pam. Whenever you get it, you take a picture of it and send it to Bob.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah, I can do that.
I can block your butt too. Did I mention Airbnb for Orlando.
That's what he's saying, Steven.
Oh, I just got my 10% battery left or whatever.
Is that what you gonna do for Orlando too, Steven?
Yeah, probably was Jenna. I think it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Edie, we gotta get up early.
Stream announced.
the way you raised up and leaned over her looked like you were right over her. Spooky. Freaky.
Who?
Me. He said I was leaning over you.
Because he was saying Dee Dee stood at raised up.
Kissy kisses.
There's still 34 people in here, Pam. We had 60 something earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right, Mike M? Listen, this tank right here is TV and a good headrest when you're drunk. Just ask Pam. She witnessed it.
Did you pass out? Is that the one you went to sleep on?
Yeah, I leaned back and I fell asleep the whole thing and I was falling out in the chair.
Well, Stephen, that's one more place that I'm going. I'm hoping to go to the Triple Crown.
Gee, I'm about half scared to get into a shower.
I can't. It's
About getting
too much
sick.
money or I'd go. I was trying. Now I'll see the one with Chicago is the same time that Fishtoberfest is going on.
Yeah.
I have never flown.
Never
it's-
flown.
Nope, never flown an airplane. Just on my birthday.
Hmm.
And
It's nothing. You just lay back and go to sleep. You'll get there.
so my husband wants me to go. You know, says it's not bad. Blah blah blah. He wanted to carry me somewhere. But
Yeah.
What ruined it for me was when I was nurse recruiter at Baptist Hospital in Jacksonville. I would go every week to different job fairs and medical nursing job fairs and stuff all over Atlanta, Miami, Dallas. I mean, nobody wanted to move to Jacksonville from those places, but they would spend $3,000 or $4,000, for my hotel and plane, and for people to set up all the equipment, all that. And I would go, and but those planes, a lot of them were puddle jumpers. Oh my God,
Well, they're the
that's what
worst.
ruined it. Get in some storms. I'm like, no, I'm never gonna fly again.
The puddle jumpers with the propellers, they are the worst airplanes to ride in. It's like you're going down the highway in Pennsylvania because we're called Pothole City of the Nation.
Well, and I knew that ton of stuff was, those cases. What am I trying to think? Steel trunks full of all that crap they wanted me to hand out and display and all that was in the belly of that plane. That stuff was heavy. Anyway, that's why I don't.
oh, was that a puffer fish over your shoulder?
Me?
Yeah. Is that a puffer fish you see?
A puffer fish.
The other way.
The other way. Right there. What's that?
Yeah, that's his. It's oh,
Can't even see what it is.
it's a thing that you have circulation in for your tank.
Oh, the title.
Thank you.
It's a title. Hang on back. There's two of them on that end.
No, the black one.
No, it's he's
the wave
talking
runner.
about the little
Wave maker.
wave maker thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The other way.
Puffer to start with.
Keep
Oh,
going.
there it is.
No, keep going.
No, the other way.
Keep
The other
going.
way.
Oh no, it's not.
There you go. Keep going.
Backwards now. It's the tank to your right.
Let me. Oh, Jesus.
Keep going right. That's left.
You looks like a woman putting on makeup. We can't put on nice stuff without our mouths wide open.
And this, if I put some on, this is the way I'd have to do, lay back and pour it on, It's all this mess.
So to feel all cracked.
Yeah,
Right.
he's gonna need like a gallon of it to help
Stack
that.
it. Chris, Skipper,
No,
screw you.
not that
It's the
tank.
other way. The
The
other way.
tank on your right.
Keep going, not that
There.
tank. Oh,
Go.
right there. It's a wave maker. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Other way,
She
it
thought
looked
it was
like
a puffer fish.
a puffer.
Oh, I see. Why didn't y'all just say in that saltwater tank?
Well, I didn't know something. All I could see was that top corner at the time. Now I see it's a saltwater tank. So
Listen, we're on YouTube. We don't know the difference.
Yeah.
I guess.
If we need to know the difference, we just type it in and YouTube tells us.
Right. There are those mollies I got from Ethan in here. Somewhere down through there.
Regular mollies.
Yeah. Well, they were already acclimated to salt, but you can do it with any of them. Here comes my buddy.
I did see that string, but
I think there's 3 of them in here. They're sailfin mollies. I see 2 of them. I thought I fed 3 of them a while ago. Oh, well.
Oh, somebody else had their shrimp died, just like yours, after a molt.
The mantis shrimp.
Yeah,
How the hell did... Oh.
they had a molt problem.
Yeah, mine had a bad moat. I feel bad. I mean, it would have been the same thing if it was still there, but
Oh, it didn't survive?
no. It could never get itself upright. And I would...
I remember you showing that to us.
Yep. And it wouldn't eat like that, because it was... That's not the way it eats. So, I've still got the green one, the first one I had. Milo, that's so wrong. What are you doing?
They're talking about a chemical in apples. I wonder if that's why once I start eating apples, I kind of get addicted to having apples every day.
The morning after partying?
But Mickey M says, can't remember the name, but apples contain some good chems. And a nurse was telling me about a special chem that having a beer at an apple restaurant.
Yeah, that's true.
We always trade apples in the morning at the party.
Catching up on the chat.
Not a fruity taste.
That's your friend Skipper, that crab. Over there,
Yeah,
the
I
man.
I'm going to teach him how to attack.
It's wanting to be fed again. It's already been fed twice.
It's like crab on Nemo.
There's poor old Holly. Poor old Holly.
Well, guys, I got to go to bed. I got to get up in the morning and do some YouTubing work.
Me too.
Are you addicted to YouTube, Dee?
No, but I got to be ready for Jess.
Yeah, that's
Me
right.
too.
If Matt's still in here, he'll run with that.
See, I have this thing with the Aquarium. What I do is, y'all may think I'm coming, but you don't know when I'm going to make it.
Yeah. So, of course, and I'm always, look, I was in backstage 30 minutes before you came up.
Were you?
I was too.
I'm always afraid.
I bet you and Skipper ate all the damn snacks too back there.
Well, yeah, you should have showed up. You got hungry waiting on you.
That's
What did you
Pam's
do?
turn.
I sat here and ate popcorn and crunch in this microphone. Those are some pretty angelfish.
I just got a 3 whatever percent thing, so I might have 10 minutes. But that's quick. That's quick enough to say goodbye. That's enough to say goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 8 minutes
Oh,
too.
look at it. Why is he swirling like that?
Oh, he has. He eats fine. See, he can go after the food.
You know
The
what they
one
call
thing he
that?
doesn't have an eye on one side. He does that side. See, he can eat just fine. He just gets excited, and I don't know.
I like how to do that too. This way I use
Right.
it.
And of course, he's one of the zebras. He's got the 4 stripes. So there's
They call
another
that
one,
the Bob syndrome.
probably.
Yeah, don't know
Oh,
its head from its ass.
right.
That's a good
Oh,
one. You get sure
Skipper.
it's feisty.
I need to get
Skipper,
to sleep.
when somebody knocks on the
He's not
door,
mean ass that he was when he came on. He's in a happy mood
Yeah,
now.
I'm getting there.
it'll
Oh, I
probably be
used
an
to
hour,
make apple
Skipper,
butter
but
every year
don't.
when my kids were growing up too. That's a lot of work.
Listen, I ain't gonna worry about somebody knocking on my door in an hour.
No, I was telling you not to answer it.
I'm gonna answer it, but I guarantee there'll be a shotgun in my hand.
Who was talking about earlier that they got some of the blue? No, that was in the earlier stream. Some of the little blue.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it at the beginning.
Yeah, they
Why
are
are you
gorgeous. Got them at Petco.
Why are you black, Bob?
I don't know.
Bob's in the
You
dark
have no
mood.
picture, just a black screen. There you are.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
Oh
what you
God.
did.
Pam, tell him to go back to the black
Yeah,
screen. would
mess
you?
with me again.
Oh,
See, Pam complains and she doesn't know when she has it good. There you go.
all right, black screen. Black screen was the best thing there for a moment.
Right. I put my finger on it. It made the picture minimize or
I
something.
think he just had his phone too close to his nose, actually.
Oh my
I
God.
almost saw a nose hair.
Had it up to his
Pam,
nostril.
Damn
Pam.
root his brains, them nose hairs.
And I was kind enough to come on here and keep your audience entertained with my moderators and my friends, and you wake up in a foul mood like this.
But you missed it, Pam. While you was taking a nap, he took a nap the first half of the damn stream.
Right?
Oh.
You didn't say I had to stay awake.
Just had to guard the house. Hey,
Right?
look, over here. How do y'all pop your avatar up to take your screen down without
You just hit
popping
stop
out
cam.
completely? You do what?
Below it says stop cam.
Oh,
I still
Did
need
you
to
just
put
start
Codfather on there.
well,
Yeah.
how about that?
And then when you talk, you got the the halo around your avatar.
Yeah. Except when I talk.
So when you want to get serious, just talk like this, and then it looks good because they can't see your face.
Yeah. Except if you push the wrong button, like, oops.
There's that better, Pam.
Yeah,
I didn't say there was anything wrong. I just said I think that you accidentally had the phone too close to your nose.
No.
man, that's a weird looking booger you got going on there.
That's my old avatar thing. I wonder how I didn't talk to my new one.
Oh, did you log out of StreamYard anytime today?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I've never done that, so this is the first time I've ever seen it. But
What
that's
I
my
do is like whenever I do a delete history, just because you get so much cookies and stuff, I re-sign into everything, and whenever I go to somebody's stream, it comes up with my original avatar.
I'll have to look into that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Damn it! She finally found the right spot, so I gotta go to bed.
Go to bed, Skipper.
It's been fun.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Skipper.
Hey, you're welcome, buddy.
I'll deal with you Friday, Pam. I'm giving out the thank yous. I'll deal with you Friday.
That is a point, Skipper. It ain't
Oh
for
yeah,
the-
it's because all the midget porn I watch. So I don't give a shit. I'll
Yeah.
Do what? Right,
He goes,
right.
Matt goes, we know why you delete history, Skipper. Yeah, because all the midget porn I watch. I don't care. Like,
Oh,
it is what it is. It's a fetish. I can't help it.
so
Just a
you,
little more.
so now you're combining amputee and midget porn.
Hey, the best thing about it is,
Did you guys
nah,
know that anime
I
porn
gotta
is a
stop.
thing?
Huh?
No, I don't think I
Anime?
want to know.
Anime porn, yes.
That
Because
Isn't
don't
that
surprise me.
isn't that a
I was
Isn't that
modding
bad?
on King Frostmare's stream, and one of the other mods deleted a comment, and I asked him why, and he
Not
said
the jail.
that's like what they call anime porn, and I was like, oh, I forget what the word is now, but
Oh, anime.
evidently it's a thing.
It is.
Yeah, I have to keep
Skipper
watching the
knows.
kids' cartoon she watches because sometimes it looks a little rough, so I have to keep an eye on it.
Oh,
I thought anime was what that federal loan you got to buy a house. Anime,
well, maybe back in the 20s, but early 2000s, no.
Fannie Mae. It's Fannie Mae. It's a loan.
It doesn't take up as much space, Skipper.
Huh?
Zeus says at least midget porn doesn't take as much space in the history.
Good night, Lori.
No, it doesn't. So you can really rack them cookies up because it's like a box or a bag of grandma miniature cookies.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm sorry you had to
Hell, wait.
endure some of this.
It's Bob's fault. He brought it up.
Lord have mercy.
Well, yeah,
No, we
Matt.
got Howard laughing. She needed to laugh. That's what Howard
Matt, it won't let you type it when you got a stutter.
Has Matt got a stutter?
Yeah, look at his latest comment.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You too, Matt. I'll see you
All right.
tomorrow, bud. You'll be
All right.
back. You always come back.
Yeah, can't get rid of him.
I'm gonna get rid of all of you. Good night.
So funny. All right.
Love you all. Bye bye.
Push your
Bye,
button.
everybody.
It was fun. Bye.
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 Hit the damn button.